What is going on, family? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. It's your boy here, and I'm going to offer you discounts today. And no, Tron is not the new Solana. Yes, you can play there, but Tron is not the new Solana. But guys, listen, it's time to calm down. We've seen the worst. Now let's think about the best. Every single one of you here is a legend, and we're going to pump our bags. We're going to have a change of psychology. We're going to stop talking negative. Would you like to have a 45% discount on AITech? I got some news on AITech as well. So guys, listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush. We're going to get the caveman to talk. Koza's in the building. Hopefully Cliff is here as well. I would love to shout out to every single one of you, man. Let's effing go, because I am so bullish. I've never been this bullish, man. If I had the lunch money, I would put it into crypto right now. If you're not putting everything into crypto, there's something wrong with your mentality. Think about the new people coming in, buying here, and think about where we are right now, which is about here. Now flip that around and just think about you on an escalator or on the 150th floor at the Burj Khalifa, and you're just never going to go down to your entry, right? That's the feeling you sell into. But listen, big up yourselves. Shout out to every single one of you. Got Koz in the building. Yo, Zilla, my brother, I was just talking to you. Good to see you. What up, Benny? Hope you're doing well. Guys, if anyone is feeling negative about it, I'd love to take some questions tonight, because I would love to know what $42,000 Bitcoin is going to do to our bags, right? Boom shakalaka. And if in doubt, listen to some Oasis. We'll go through individual coins. I have actually a very good list of coins, which I want to talk about. Hey, Ben, what's going on? Shout out to you, Gareth. I haven't actually had you on the on the voice on the live, Gareth. So we might get you on tonight if you're not at work. Yo, big up, brothers. Johnny C in the building. Freedom Fighter is here as well. Corpo, G-Foul, Mintlayer have terrible token metrics. Rubbish, bro. Token metrics. Terrible token metrics. Token metrics or terrible tokenomics. Doesn't really matter. Look, I can honestly tell you the ones that we pick out are not necessarily going to be the best examples. In this particular case, you're probably holding these tokens with a higher entry. But look, there's always a time for this pump to come, guys. I am not worried whether these cryptocurrencies will do what we expect them to do. Even at 10x, 20x, I'll be happy to take some profits. And that's all we should care about now. Most importantly, guys, you saw that pump that Tectum had. It was great to see. And I've actually, in fact, talking to Armzilla just before I came on live, just made me realize how lucky we are in terms of DCAing, because the brother's doing some wonderful work in buying certain cryptocurrencies. But listen, guys, this is what's happening right now. It's still completely mash up. Take your pick on the monthly. And I would say, listen, some projects may not recover. I'm certain about that. Kaspa has been fighting with Cubic. There's been certain FUD that's happening, but Kaspa will do absolutely fine. So, yeah, no, Freedom Fighter, look, 100%, man. I agree with you. And certain projects, you don't really have to, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to work out. Sometimes for the safety of the bag, you've got to have strong alts in there for sure, 100%. By the way, guys, I hope my screen is clear, because I'm just noticing it's way too big. I'm streaming from a 49-inch monitor, so do apologize. OTK, Creo, PlayZap, far better realistic gaming gems. And no, definitely. Listen, we hold these tokens as well, so it's not like I'm going to tell you they're shit. They're fantastic. But listen, sometimes with crypto, with every good token, there's a bad one, right? But it's just about how you get out of the bad one. Do you sell 80% at the bottom? And I never do that. I mean, sometimes you can if you see an alternative position offering itself Like, for example, when Heroes of Mavia came down, I would have sold the kitchen sink. But guys, also we want to talk about AITech tonight because there's been certain FUD surrounding AITech, and I can tell you I'm still long and strong, and I believe AITech will do incredible numbers this cycle. Yo, Patriot in the building and Belter in the building. And shout out to you, my sister. I hope you're doing well. Shout out to the whole of the Netherlands crew. Big up, Adam. Thoughts on Gram? First proof of work on Ton Chain. I've never really looked into Gram, if I'm being honest. I've heard about it, never actually seen it, but we'll take a look. And yeah, Kosa, I hope you're ready with some charts. We'll look through some charts as well, guys. Stay locked in, smash a like, and let's look at this Gram. Yeah, I've seen this. I've actually seen this. Have I written about this to the community? $4 million market cap. Ton is, let's have a look. Resources and news. Is this their website? Gram coin. Read me. At the moment, listen, I'm not gambling a lot on these micro caps, but yeah, this is already in my watch list. But yeah, big up to you. Check AIT Protocol and NMT. Aussie, so I followed both of those projects. Now, NMT is a good project. Very strong in the Far East. Good AI project. And yeah, look, I had a decent pump here. Do I hold it at the moment? No. Is it still, at the moment, $82 million market cap? And fully diluted is at $300 million. Now, I'm not looking to put another AI project into my AI tokens, if that makes sense. So if I have any money into the market right now, it's going into AITech, AGI, Microsoft partnership, Google partnership. I think AGI is going to surprise a lot of people. Around 11 cents, it's an absolute no-brainer. And then I'm going for based AI heavy. But I do monitor this and the other project that we've got there, which is AIT Protocol. AIT Protocol, I have a tiny bag. I had it for a while now, hasn't done anything. I don't know if these guys are paying. I don't know if these guys are actually paying a lot of money to keep on trending, but it's been trending on CoinGecko every single day for this past month. So if you go to CoinGecko and you look at the trending tab, you will see AIT Protocol. What I don't know is exactly what's happening in the project. Exposure-wise, I've got like something like $500 or $1,000. I can't remember how much I've got in there. But yeah, let's have a look at their Twitter. AIT Protocol is what, $20 million right now, $28 million fully diluted. Again, I just have it for exposure. I've had it since forever, really. So I don't know if you know anything new on this project, but yeah, it's okay. AI, look, trending every single day for the past month. This token has been trending. AIT Protocol, and a lot of people are capturing that at the moment. Yeah, look, it's been trending every day, every single day. So if anyone knows anything behind the scenes, do let us know. Yeah, big shout out to you guys. Let's see who else is in the building. Big Zilla, what is going on? Daniel, thoughts on Marinade, LSD on Solana? I haven't actually looked into that, Adam, but I will check it out. I don't think I can offer you any opinions right now. What's the ticker? It's okay, liquid staking. Okay, let's have a look. Anything Solana, I think, has to be, especially the ecosystem. You have to. So this one here, $30 million, fully diluted, 100 mil. Good DeFi protocol, hopefully coming out of Sol. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. Probably a lot more would go into this one, but yeah, thanks for that. I have made a note. Yo, Rainmaker, what's going on? Waiting for a big man to arrive. Yeah, I made an entrance like a diva. We got to pump our bags, guys. Listen, right now, as I was saying to the crew today, a lot of people actually are quite obviously, angry with themselves in terms of like what they've invested in, when they got in, should have, could have, would have. Nobody knew. Listen, no one has a crystal ball. You always have to see this game as 50-50, right? Take a calculated risk on a number of different parameters. Of course, you got to do the research. You've got to see as much as you can in terms of in terms of what could happen. But listen, if you looked at narratives, right, honestly, like what single-handedly saved me in the last kind of 12 months, I would say, it's been Kaspa. But I don't actually look at that position, and I don't actively buy it anymore because I've obviously I've accumulated that. But one of the things I'm honestly going to say to you is, you'd always be market cap hunting, and sometimes major narratives go by, right? Big things. I bought Solana for $8.90. I bought it again at $14. I bought more Solana at $24, and I sold it for $40. Now I still own some Solana, albeit not a lot, but hindsight is 2020. And sometimes people look back and say, "Oh, okay, I could have done that." Every single one of us must have been in crypto 2022, 2023, and we could have bought something. Now, all I'm saying to you is, if you look at some of these predictions, right? Let's crank it up a little bit, because I don't think we understand how lucky we are in terms of making some. So if you hold, right, if you hold 100,000 Casper today, let's have a look at the price, right? Mirinda, I was going to say marinade. Fanta. can I Fanta light, bruv? And by the way, I don't know if Muzz is here, right? We we might be in for a treat, man. What a legend. So what are we looking at right now? Let's adjust this in real life, right? 3 points, or fully diluted, right? Kaspa right now is standing at $3.9 billion. So we're going to try and do this in a live scenario. Let's plug those numbers in, man. So market cap's come down, right? Because it's like Tesco's, every little helps. So if you wanted to, if you hold, and we can actually change the number, right, anytime. But guys, we're going to make money in this cycle. Whether recession comes or not, that's someone else's problem. But if you hold 100,000 Kaspa right now, the value is what, $16,000. In fact, a lot of people kind of need to adjust the expectation in terms of what's being put out there. Kaspa is not going to be $40 this cycle unless you're smoking trees, right? So 100,000 Kaspa right now, 16,000 and some change. So $1.60 is 10x, right? Now, if it goes to 20x, which I think is more than likely, between, let's be realistic, let's take 10x, right? Because no one's actually looking for a 5x Kaspa at 81 cents from this point, right? That's never going to happen. But anything is possible, right? So you don't always want to consider the best case scenario. You want to be able to consider any scenario. Now, your 100,000 Kaspa would be worth, on a minimum 5x from the current price, around $80,000, right? 5x. Kaspa is what, $4 billion? Now, it's not going to do 5x, but let's have a look at 10x, $1.60. Your $16,000, and I'm sure in this community, a lot of you have gotten to this early or around 12 cents or 7 cents, whatever the price is. We can always adjust it. But at 10x right now, you actually stand to gain, $160,000. Very, very realistic. Turn $16,000, you know, 16,100 into $161,000. I'll take that any day, right? Any given day of the week. Now, if you go to the bull case where Kaspa goes to an unbelievable $3.23 on the current market cap, sorry, on the from the current price, then that would be $200,000 or $300,000, right? So it's money. It's real money, guys. I can't convince you enough, like to stay convicted, right? You have to stay absolutely, money. Don't look at the price, just look at when to sell. Like, how would you sell this? Well, basic parameter is Bitcoin hits all-time high, dominance drops, and then boom, we're milking it. Now let's do the same thing for SUI, because sometimes a lot of you think, oh yeah, it's a big market cap and it's not going to be pumped and it has VCs. But let's just look at this from money making point of view, or safety net. So SUI, if you hold 100,000 or 10,000 SUI, it's $8,000 as of yesterday. And by the way, I'm just doing everything everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum is very risky, right? So what is it? 85 cents. So we're going to take this price. And I'm not asking you to go and buy SUI. I'm just saying if you had a big market cap crypto, so 85 cents, can we realistically see a 10x for SUI, which is around $8, $8.50? I think we can. I think the truth for SUI is something between the $8.54 and $17 price, which is 20x, right? Now, 20x, the market cap will be astronomical because it has a circulating supply right now of just 25%. But how much would you make from 10,000 SUI for those of you that hold, and I know a lot of you hold 10,000 SUI or even 5,000 SUI, that would make you a tidy sum of 85 grand from your investment of $8,000. And again, these are hypothetical numbers, so don't kill me for it. Now, interestingly, Alephium, which is my favorite right now, my favorite layer one is ALF. Fully, if I was coming into the market today and I caught, and I miss Kaspa, my 100% attention will be on ALF. It's a no-brainer. And you will find out, when it 10x's to $15, everybody will start FOMOing in, especially big money as well. But if you hold, let's just drop this number to a realistic number. Let's say on average, everybody holds 2,500 ALF, which will cost you around $3,800 in today's price. And that's just like turning less than $3,000 into around 100K. Now, let's say it doesn't do that. Bear case scenario, ALF gets to a price of what do we have here? So from $5, sorry, it gets to a price of is this ALF? Sorry, that's Tectum. Yeah, it gets to a $50, right? This is the bare minimum. So we take $50, and look at that. Your initial $3,000 or $4,000 turns into nearly $100,000, $134,000. And that is the bare minimum for ALF, right? We're looking at minimum price of, let's say 20. Let's see what 20x is. 20x is $30, $77,000 profit. Or if it goes to a 25x, because you got to have the lower expectation because you're going to be taking profits on a ladder system, right? So that is going to be 25x. So you're going to be making tremendous amount of money, guys. Tremendous amount of money. Sorry, I'm doing a wrong one. 25. That's a $38 ALF. That's incredible. That's nearly $90,000. So you've got to, and I'm playing with the minimum. Now, if you hold, let's say 5,000 ALF, and you invested like say $7,700 in today's price, and you only did 20x, your profits are between 154 to about $192,000. Now, everybody says, "Oh, we don't talk about price predictions, and it's all irrelevant," but it's bullshit. We are here to make money. Do not listen to anybody. First they want to scam you, then they want to tell you they don't want to do price prediction. This is what I do every night. I talk to myself here. Drinking Fanta Light. I sit here every night and I look at the permutations. You have to do that. But what's the base you're willing to walk away with? Now, in my two portfolios, one of them is Hollywood and the other one is extremely, extremely, extremely aggressive in terms of my exit target price. Now, Tectum's been doing really well. So let's see what a 500 Tectum on a recent entry of around, what's the price today? $6 plus. It's actually done a tremendous... It did a tremendous pump today. Shout out to Tectum, up 16%, right? $6.57. So forget about yesterday's price. Like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's. So Tectum at 657. Guys, congratulations. I know some of you have literally bought more Tectum. So let's do some adjustments here. Where is Tet? Tet's right here. All right, so we'll go 578 to 657. What am I doing? 6.57. Right, so 500 Tectum today is still very, very cheap, right? 500 Tectum today will cost you $3,200. You with me? $3,200. Now, if Tectum does a simple 20x, the price of Tectum would be $131. And if it does 25x, that's 165x. Tectum will do more than that. So let's take a base case scenario for TET from the here of, let's say, 30x to about 50x or in between. And again, I'll give you the Hollywood scenario for these cryptocurrencies. So you're looking at a price of 197 to 328 for TET. And what does that mean? Well, you can make 100,000 on a bear case, and you can make 164,000 on a bullish scenario. Now, if you look at the market cap, Tectum right now is a $42 million cryptocurrency. Maybe it's gone up a little bit, but to achieve that, you're probably looking at the project is almost fully diluted, right? So Tectum is almost fully diluted. You don't have any of the issues in terms of tokens being dumped at an alarming rate. However, due to the wallet distribution, you still want to be able to sell quite early, guys. So I would say a $2 billion Tectum is not beyond the realms of possibilities. And guys, we can continue with this all night, all day. A good one that I actually did a buy alert for at around $5 was Zealous. Now, this is obviously microcap, very high risk, high reward. This is not something to mess about with. But basically, it's meant to be a cheaper, faster, unique Kaspa-like tech. And I remember talking to one of my bros in the Discord and on the Patreon app. Big shout out to First Impressions. So First Impressions was like, listen, have you got any proof of work microcaps? And I already did a buy alert for this. But it's $10 right now, $10 million in market cap, fully diluted. And this is what I would consider as high risk, high reward, early Kaspa vibes, not on the level of ALF, of course. Innovative cryptocurrency built from scratch. And the founder is quite interesting, man. Is a young guy who's very, very smart, and I'm sure Cliff will know more about homomorphic encryptions and stuff like that, quantum computing. But Zealous could be 100x cryptocurrency. So I own a tiny bag. I'm not sure if anyone in the community bought that buy alert, but it doesn't matter if you bought 100 of these for $1,000 and it does 50x or 100x from that price. The market cap will only still be extremely, extremely tiny. at a 500 million and $1 billion, right? So that's the logic. You get put your most of your allocations into the high value cryptocurrencies, and then you got stuff like Zelis, Nexa, Maze, whatever layer ones that you want. Cubic can fall into that category because Cubic is AI layer one, and it goes into multiple other narratives as well. Now, in terms of gaming, if you're not picking up some Mavia at these prices, I think there's genuinely something wrong with you. I genuinely believe, because obviously for me, I see the conviction. Therefore, I've probably put the most of my gaming money into like few tokens, and then I've got very very large exposure. Yesterday, I bought what was it, $1,200 worth of shrapnel at the current price. The Heroes of Mavia under $2. And notice how I say under $2. That shit's gonna make you ton of money. Not financial advice, of course. And then the other one, of course, still very low market cap, is Echelon Prime and few others. So, guys, I've spoken enough. You're seeing my methodology, my conviction, and let's see how this portfolio is doing today. What's in there? What's up? What's down? And let's have a look. Yeah, we're pumping today, man. So in this portfolio, I've got some tokens that need to come in, but you can see here, this is the average size portfolio for most people. Not too big, not too small. And yeah, Alf, Mavia, Ondo, Based AI, AGI, AITech, Tectum, Shrapnel, Carrot, Mintlayer, Alt. It's all in there, man. Fully transparent. So, guys, listen, I'm going to get some of the brothers to come up because it's always a blast. If anybody wants to have a chat, I'm posting the link right now. I think we can host up to 3 people at a time. a gram of it's listen, you'd notice, guys, another thing you notice about this, not experimental, but this public portfolio that I share with you guys, you could see during the accumulation, you'd get to see allocations are quite heavy, dollar value wise, into specific tokens. It just means I've been accumulating more of those tokens. That's all it means. So 20%, 18%, 17% based AI. Of course, after the dip is over, you'd see some of the micro caps in there. So the portfolio size will be a little bit longer. But I reckon, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12 is the sweet spot. Anything between sort of 5 to about 12 in terms of heavy concentration. Because if you have 18% Mavia, let's say that's $10,000 in today's or $14,000, then you are going to make that money back quite fast. Whereas if you put $1,000 or $500 or $200 into something like a Mavia or Alf, it's really not going to make that damage, right? So listen, I have my brother. Yo, big man.
Yo, hello.
How are you, bro? Let me get you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Beautiful. Perfect,
Yeah,
bro.
good. Okay.
Yeah. What is your
So, sorry, before we start,
Hmm.
I just want to share something with everybody. Can I share my screen?
100%, yeah. So
Yeah,
click share
okay.
and then
Because Bitcoin is pumping right now. Okay, we got
right,
over 61,000.
right.
I just wanna share some. Okay, I will pull up the chart now. Because are you familiar with YouTuber Blockchain Backer?
Yeah, I haven't, to be honest, watched his content,
Yeah,
but yeah, I have heard of the
he's
name.
from US. He's big YouTuber. You know, he has a lot of subscribers. He is very good with charts. You know, and he knows a lot about US stock markets also, and he sees a lot of correlations between stock markets and crypto market. And
Brilliant.
when we are talking about current cycle, we were seeing a lot of similarities to the cycle from 2013 to 2017. Yeah,
Right.
and I will share my screen now, and I
Yeah,
will,
sure.
yeah,
Sure, bro.
share screen.
How are you today, by the way?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm on. I'm like on vacation, you know. uh,
Nice vacation mode.
yeah, vacation, but in my house, you know. But
Look,
it's the best place for me right now. I just wanna chill, look at some crypto stuff, you know, because I was working a lot this month. Yeah, so now we'll have more time for sharing my charts on Discord.
amazing, bro.
Okay,
Amazing,
so
amazing.
what I wanted to show you. Do you see this chart
So,
now? This is like
yeah,
Bitcoin top in 2013, yeah, and this is the top in 2017. So actually, when we take this data pattern and put it on what happens since 2021, so blockchain backer, this YouTuber, he claims that actual top was in April 2021 because there was this whole euphoria, Elon Musk on Saturday Night Live, you know, and this was like a fake out.
right.
And when we put this pattern on the top here in April, we
It's
can
exactly
see we can
shit.
see how many things happened as exactly at the time it's supposed. Like we had this peak, you know, and this
Right.
was the new all-time high. Yeah, this was like the drop. We thought in 2022 in June that this might be a capitulation and the bottom, you know, and we had this big drop in 2014, I think. This was pretty much on time with this drop in June. But then, of course, FTX happened, so
Right.
we had this another. But look exactly what happened later. Like we had this bottom here. I will show it
Wow,
a
it's
little bit.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah, and look, go a little bit up and have this consolidation, like here. Yeah, then
It's
we have,
exactly the same.
yeah, exactly, yeah, right. Then we have this pump, but we had ETFs coming, yeah, so it was a little bit harder, like before halving. Uh, but I wanna look like how many days happened between this top and the start of breaking up above, you know, above this
Shit.
peak. It was like 1,200 days about.
Right.
That's exactly where we
Well,
are right now, yeah.
if you can you
Uh,
put a vertical line there? Drop a vertical line there because
yeah, 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 sure, sure,
that
sure.
is that is frightening, right? Like, look at that.
Yeah,
It
like many people claims that technical analysis doesn't work. Uh,
it's
I
bullshit. It works.
I think it works until it doesn't, you know. Because okay, we got sometimes stuff like FTX or COVID, yeah. Okay, that's
Right.
where it doesn't work, yeah. But man, you can't make this shift up, yeah.
You can't
We
make it up,
we,
bro.
we are exactly at the time where we should have a pump, you know, and we are
B-
having over $2,000 pump today.
Right. It's
Like
it,
the end of August, beginning of September, we should have more price action to the upside. That's what I wanted to share because I think it's interesting. It doesn't have to happen now, but it is something I am looking now because when we were talking on Monday on last stream, I told you that many people claim that we will have next pump in like October, maybe November. I told
right.
you that I think it's too long, that something is wrong with this
Something's gonna
cycle, that we should have it much earlier, you know. And September almost always is a bearish month, red month. But what if
historically.
this? But what if this is another thing this year, like new new all-time high before halving? Yeah.
Yes.
What if this time we have green September? Yeah.
You know, honestly,
What if we are 1 month before again?
it's and it looks like the way they set things up. So if you remember a few days ago, just as we nowadays almost every weekend is
Okay.
bearish, and what they tend to feed us. And if you look at the content right now, anyway, most of it is quite negative, right? Like a lot of uneducated people just saying the market is going to go one way or the other, and there's no literally, you know, everybody's saying now we may fall down further, or but this is so scary. And sometimes people think I'm mad, you know, when I put out a small tiny DCA alert, for
Yeah.
example, you know, buy $500 of, I don't know, Alt Cloud, or I don't know, $500 of Tectum because it's still cheap. This is when shit gets real, and I think genuinely people should be dollar cost averaging and turn off the noise because it goes one way or the other. I tend to deal with the downward side of things a lot better because I know things would get back to massive candles and we're back in business. If you remember a few weeks ago, before the August crash, you know,
Yeah.
we pumped. I think one time we went up to what, Bitcoin went up to 68, 69,
Yeah. Yeah. It was
and
like,
everybody was saying we should have sold then. Everybody was saying we should have sold then. But who knew we were going to get
yeah.
the
Look,
kind of black swan event in August, and we may still get the war. Something might happen, but that is so scary.
look, 25% up on Bitcoin in 4 days. Yeah.
Big Joseph in the building with us as well. What
What's
is
going on, guys?
happening, bro?
Very well,
Hey,
very well. How y'all guys doing?
hello.
Great to see you, man.
My question to you, um, you have I noticed your portfolio. You have Casper as your safety net, and you got in early. But what is your hedge against like the decentralized what is a centralized hedge on Casper?
On Casper, Sui. So I do have, or I've been accumulating Sui.
Because the
Um,
last time you posted in your portfolio, I didn't see Sui in your
yes,
portfolio.
correct. So what I do is I collect it on exchange and then I just update the portfolio. So you will notice there are few projects that are missing from there. Obviously, I can't share the private one publicly, but definitely I will update that because I think for me, I'm also looking at a more of a risk appetite. So I had a great chat with one of our sisters in Belter in the building, and we actually were talking about Casper versus Alf, right? So not only am I thinking of a safety net in terms of a layer one that could potentially be another hedge, because I still think $4 billion Casper is big right now. So telling people to buy Casper right now doesn't make as much of a sense as it did a year ago for me when I was talking about at 4 cents Casper or 6 cents or 5 cents. It was a lot more attractive. You know, right now it's a safe cryptocurrency. Do I see anything happening in terms of like no crypto is safe outside of Bitcoin, not even ETH, as we saw, from for whatever reason? But I'm saying Casper is going to be fine. I think 10x, 20x maximum this cycle. I'd be extremely happy with it. However, I think Sui, for the longest, I've been saying, actually, even last year, I've been saying Sui could be the one to watch. And I started to actually buy CETAs, the DEX, and you may not see it. Actually, that's in the portfolio. But CETAs is like a Sui DEX, a DeFi play that's also on Aptos. So both of the main blockchains on the Move programming language use CETAs as the DEX. And I saw tons of so when Sui came out, I did the airdrop. The the meme coins, everything just reminds me of Solana. Now, obviously, Tron is having a run in that sense right now, but I honestly, in this dip, considered and another one that I've been accumulating, albeit at a much smaller rate, was Pendle Finance. So Pendle was dropping below $2, and I picked up a little bit of a Pendle. But if you want to judge a benchmark onto where things could go, and everybody's so blinded by Kaspa because they've been with Kaspa either too long, or they want you to believe Kaspa is going to be going to incredible numbers, which I hope it will, because that's my biggest bag. But if I told you Render is $1.7 billion, Sui is barely half of Kaspa's market cap. You look at Aptos, and I'm not advocating for people to get these, but they have VCs and the potential to go into astronomical numbers. So great question, Joseph. And I think, look, my play would be Sui. I think minimum 5 to 10,000 Sui is a good number for most people to try and aspire to. But yeah, if Kaspa goes tits up, I think the one that would run for me. I mean, I think all of proof of work cryptos will be in trouble anyway in that Kaspa narrative, because I think Alf also is here because of the Kaspa hype, in my opinion. But Alf was the one that I was aggressively buying, and you can see in this portfolio it makes up 20%. That's because now the Kaspa attention has been shifted towards this particular side. But yeah, great question, man. And you have to have a hedge. All I would advise people is, people will tell you Render is massive or Tau is massive, and then they'll complain when it does 20x. If that this is why a lot of us last year, I sold Render into from last year. I sold quite a bit of Render, and do I regret it? Absolutely not, because the time when you're selling it, you're not really thinking about, you have your convictions and you want to put the money into Kaspa and other places. So yeah, when you want a safety net, look at the market, look at the stuff that's moving, look at the stuff that's fairly secure. If you're putting $50,000, I was talking to a brother today who pinged me for allocating $50,000 just today, right? And he was like, look, shall I put this into AITech, AGI, and the other one he talked about was either Tectum or Alephium. But yeah, he wanted to just put this into one coin of that nature. And I said, no, you can't do that. Why don't we get 5,000 of or 10,000 of this and 5,000 of that and mix it up a little bit? But he did not mention a bigger cap safety net cryptocurrency. And I'm going to message, I'm going to say, look, that discussion we had, what's your safety net? Because everybody should have at least something that is above, I don't know, $100 million market cap, even though that's still extremely, extremely small and not a big size at all. So yeah, bro, I think Sui will run. I remember they came over to Dubai in March to secure hundreds of millions of dollars of funding. So I know something is gearing towards a Sui season. So a 10x to 20x trade is a real possibility on that play. And shame, because a few weeks ago, it was, I think it dropped down to 45 cents, 48 cents, something like that. But yeah, great question, man. And yeah, I hope that explains a bit of what my strategy is. But even this accumulation you see here, you don't really see a lot of you got Mintlayer there, but you don't really see a lot of micro caps there, because I still think some of these cryptos that we've got here are relatively okay. Nothing is safe. They're relatively okay. So the large percentage represents the accumulation, in my conviction, during this downtime. So rather than get 20 positions of, I don't know, micro caps, I think, putting some money into AGI or based AI or Ondo at this point, for me, even though these are still quite risky, I think this is the best strategy to make maximum money.
I have another question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Given that the market has been like considerably down since the highs, I think in March, would you think it's in our best interest, for example, say Mintlayer just went on a tear and went 10x? Wouldn't it be in our best interest to take the 10x?
Yes.
And move into another project? And I'm not just saying Mintlayer. It could be any project.
It could be.
I mean, to me, it's like if Alephium if a lithium goes to like say $7, like lithium is like 20% of my six-figure portfolio. And but
Right.
if it makes a 10x, like I'm out. And I'm not saying I'm out simply because I don't think it could do more. All I'm saying is like I mean I made a 10x.
Yes. Yes,
You
sir.
understand what I'm saying? Like and to me it's like there's so many good projects that are there, and it's like I just don't have the funds to invest in them. So,
Absolutely.
would that be a bad strategy even for a great project that's like 20% of your portfolio?
Look, there's two ways you can play that. I think it's a fantastic question because, like for example, when I published the one of my portfolios and I said, look, I'm happy with 10x here. People were like, what? What do you mean? Why are you going for a 10x? I'm like, 10x on 500k is 5 million. Have you seen $5 million? Like, sometimes, and I think, you know what, Joe, the human greed, the level of greed is unreal, and that's what brings people down. Um, that's what brings people down every bear market with their bags. I'll give you an example. Last cycle, I came down with a nearly. So I had 1 million Hedera tokens. Just about sold 600,000 of them on a panic when I could have sold it for 40 plus. I just, it came down to 30 something, and I'm like, press. But ultimately, the 400k that remained, I wanted $1. And nobody or nothing would convince me. Crashing charts, market going into a bear market. Nothing would convince me otherwise to let those 400,000 H bar go, because I've already had significant amounts of money with the amount of tokens I had. So it's a great strategy. And I think, look, you have two options. In fact, if we make it 10x, we're blessed with an allocation of that size, because what you can do is sell 60, 70% for a 10x or 25% for a 10x. See what happens. You're still going to make a lot of money to rotate. The one thing you can't do is not selling, especially at those psychological numbers like $7, $10, $15. 1.5 today, what would that be? 10x, $15. So great strategy. And I think sometimes I've noticed in the past, I was one of those people that actually, I tend to hold. I'm more of a hodler. I take a chance, but when it comes to, last cycle, it's just a night that I woke up and I said, nah, I can't do this. I've never seen this type of money before. I could get 100-inch TV screen, couple of projectors, what I mean, just get a new house, whatever. Like, there's got to be a point where you see a 10x and you just want to bang it out. But it's a great advice and great strategy, and I think hopefully we can do that together. Just don't forget to send out the buy alert for Alf, because I think you can impact the green candles with the size of your holdings, right? if we see a red candle at 10x, we know it's Joe.
Listen, man, I was lucky enough. I woke up one morning and I had a buy alert at like 98 cents, 98 point something. And I'm like, it's
Jesus.
never gonna go there. And I woke up one morning and I checked Mexi. I'm like, it hit, and then it never went lower. It never went lower since.
Oh, fantastic! Is that when you loaded up?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. I mean,
great work, bro.
it Lithium was always on my radar, but like you said, like there's always so many great projects to get into, and I'm like, oh my. It's like when the market keeps dipping, I'm like, oh my, and I'm constantly comparing the entry price versus its all-time high, and I'm just saying, wow, like like Mavia. I'm like, oh my goodness, like I got into Mavia like $3.
Joe, was that my buy alert?
Yes,
Bro,
yes, yes.
bro, you're so lucky. I have a shisha or a hookah bar in the house. So sometimes late at night, 3, 4 in the morning, I'm smoking out there. And I'm like, what? It's 97 cents.
Man,
So that was a good one. I'm glad you caught that one. Hopefully we can have a momentous day selling it, because I think most of the community right now is so fed up with, I'm going to turn off the buy alerts, because I think there comes a point in time when you no longer need to buy these tokens. Like, people don't understand, we're not going to perpetually buy crypto. I think the mentality will switch to just taking profits. And that day, I think, as Kos was saying, that day is not a way, because the chart that you shared is incredibly scary for people that think, okay, we're going to go another 6 months of bear market activity.
Can I show you one more thing? I have one more thing prepared. Right.
And we've got a special guest in the building as well.
Oh, hi, Cliff.
Big up yourself, Cliff.
How you guys doing?
Hey, Cliff.
Man, after our discussion today, I think we're doing very well, brother. And we can't spit that news yet. But
yeah, I don't know what kind of shady business you're cooking.
This is, it's funny, right? Like since
I
we
can't
bought
wait. I really can't wait.
Yeah, man. Since we walked away from the and I don't know if Muzz wants me to publish the classic photo as well. That shit is unbelievable in our Discord, guys. Everyone watching, right? If you really want to have a laugh when the charts are depressed, come and join us, because we've got 1 or 2 pictures of influencers in our Discord through the use of technology, and these are incredible. And obviously, it depends. If some of the guys are drunk, maybe one night we can just call Muzz and share that shit here, because that's the only way to get back at these scammers.
Muzz is having a birthday party tonight.
Oh, he's behaving well for the missus, yeah?
I don't know. He's on a party, so I don't know.
he's on the leash.
Hey, Cliff, I wanted to follow up with you because you said in August you'd be at the NASDAQ giving an update about Dynex. And, I was actually just looking like a few days ago when DXB went live privately for the first time. You were on there. I think it was a few days ago. But I actually did not get any updated information, like public information about that. Did that meeting already happen?
No, I fly out on the 28th.
Oh, it's later on this month. Okay. It's part of the portfolio. I want to make sure we keeping you honest, man. We're gonna hold your feet to the fire, man. Like,
don't worry about that.
listen, Dynex wasn't on my radar. Now it's like about 6 to 7% of my portfolio. So it's like I want to track the progress. I want to make sure that
No, absolutely. We've been non-stop. I've been very busy over the last couple of days. I've had a couple of exchange meetings, organising our new Web3 event that we're going to be sponsoring in February. DXB's got the VIP ticket coming.
Everybody's now buying Dynex. Everybody is buying Dynex.
Honestly, it's not bad when your global head of business development is just one of us, right? Like, all these friggin' scammers. I mean, this guy tags his wallet. You can actually see his wallet on Dynex.
Yeah. If I send any transaction on chain, it tags it as my wallet.
So we got to follow that wallet, and we got to sell before Cliff, because after that the charts may.
No, you just have to give permission on Discord to Cliff to put sell alerts on just on Dynex. Just on Dynex.
I kid you not. I'm gonna tag Jerry right now.
Yeah, no disrespect DXV, but I would rather get a sell alert from Cliff than you. On Dynex.
I mean, I've already like a lot of our staff have already gone one step further, right? To give a bit of comfort that we're not just gonna just drop and run, right? My wallet funds are actually locked until a certain block height. I locked them personally.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So did a load of other staff. We can't touch them for at least another, at the rate it's going, about another 9 months before we can even start to touch them.
9 months, which is
So, yeah.
basically the height
Should we
of
say,
the
yeah, right in the middle of bull cycle.
Q2 of next year.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Q2 to Q3 of next year.
Yeah.
That's all right.
And,
We're out in the
to be
summer.
fair, I might even extend it further. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know. We're out in the summer.
For me, it's a long-term play, right? I did it with Bitcoin. I gave that 7 years, so it paid out for that. I'm fully comfortable giving it another run. I'm not worried by it.
Well,
As long as we keep pushing forward, that's what we got to, you know. Eventually, the ones that don't have the legs will disappear, you know, and then it'll be a case that we'll see where we sit out. But
Yes.
today's conversations and meetings has been quite fruitful today.
Oh, by the way, there's a big one. I mean, when can we announce it?
One new partnership agreed.
We can't talk about it yet, right?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Contracts aren't signed yet.
All right. Well, the DXB community has to accumulate first, so let's not announce it. Let's do a bit of insider trading here.
But needless to say, the other bit of news that came out of that as well was, should we say, a little surprising to you when I dropped that message to you, right? I didn't even give him a warning. I just introduced. I was just like, yeah, dragged everyone into a meeting room. I was like, hey, this is my friend. He wants an interview.
Listen, you know, it's like you know, the way, you know, like most of us can honestly remember at some point, you know, just being dragged by a friend in a nightclub and being introduced to a really hot girl. It felt like that, you know. I felt like I was 19 again. You know, this guy grabs me by the neck and he was like, "Oh, excuse me, girls, you want to meet my my mate? his name's DXB." And I'm like, "What is that? Who I think it is?" Because once we do this AMA, I think, listen, man, Dynex, the group will have to buy you. I was going to say a drink, but yeah, let's go something heavy, man. We'll buy you some shisha, man, or hookah for my American friend.
I might be a little bit longer in UAE in October than I was expecting. Yeah, I might be actually up on stage for 2 events over there, so I'll probably be there for a week.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna get you high then on legal tobacco.
Well, I'll come and have a chill out with you. It'd be good to chill out and meet you properly. You know, have a proper sit down.
You got to audit the community for me, right? So guys, here's a little deal, right? You know, a lot of these YouTubers talk shit. Oh yeah, I'm in Dubai and they're renting a bed box and, you know, a little, you know, they're in a shared apartment with like 10 people and shit.
Did you not see the place that Dynex put me up when I was in Dubai?
Man, I'm going to invite you to my house, but you got to be honest. You got to take some photos and you've got to KYC me, man.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
You got to go back to the Discord and tell them, listen, he's got a 20-bedroom house. It's 20,000 square feet. 100%. It's in Dubai. He's got a swimming pool. I actually.
So you know all the apartment buildings down in downtown Dubai. That's where Dynex put me up in a 6-star hotel, basically. Penthouse floor. I had the top floor. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
They look after us as staff, right? They realize that also looking after us is best way for us to be refreshed.
I can come to Dubai also.
Hey, listen, Cliff is just shitting on people right now because I thought I was doing well.
Hey, DXB, I have a question.
Go.
Recently, I read that Dubai is now taking initiative to having people get paid specifically in cryptocurrencies, right? My question is say you at the top of the bull run you're able to make a 20x on whatever your portfolio is, and it's enough for you to walk away. Is it possible to move to Dubai? And because Dubai is known to be tax friendly, is it possible to move to Dubai and those funds just have it in your wallet and have a, you know, like you're able to like make payments for like your everyday living without actually paying a tax on the funds that you've accumulated during the bull run?
Yes. So look,
Pretty much.
great question. I mean, look, in Dubai, so Dubai uses Sharia law when it comes to finance, and there is no such thing as income tax, for example. Now, if you're a multimillionaire and you're making over $816,000 a year, then obviously you've got to have you got to pay some tax, right? But
I think they call it their high wealth tax or something, right? If I remember rightly.
Absolutely. And of course, we just introduced VAT a couple of years ago. We never had VAT here. Fuel duty went up 100%. And even if you drive a 10-liter V, whatever, 12, or you still don't feel filling up your car. So when it comes to like all the of course, there are other avenues as well. Like, you know, if you want to buy, for example, it's well accepted here that you can buy a high value item like an apartment or a villa or a Lamborghini or whatever, and then cash back out again. So the dealer himself will be charging you some small fees to be able to kind of liquidate that money. So there's tons of stuff, but more and more, and I'm showing you this thing here. Dubai orders a company to pay employees in dirham, or Dubai actually legalizes crypto payments as salary. There's tons of innovation happening. So you've got a couple of choices. You can come here, buy an apartment or a villa, and that qualifies you for an automatic golden visa. So you become a Dubai resident for like, forever. Literally, it's a golden.
You've only got to buy. You've only got to invest in the actual economy, whether that be bricks and mortar, a business. I believe buying a business as well does the same thing, doesn't it?
Same thing.
You have a right to live there. One of my friends actually did that way. Rather than buying bricks and mortar, he just bought a business, and that gave him the right to go out there.
And I can tell you now,
Dubai is one of the places that's really forward thinking when it comes to crypto.
It's incredible. And I can tell you now, I've just spent 3 weeks back in the UK.
Oh, I bet that was a culture shock.
I couldn't wait to head back, man. Honestly, you know, just
how's the fuel cost?
Over there, I didn't drive at all. Uber, like my Nigerian brother says, let me call Uber. Because you know the messed up thing is, honestly, is the security.
By the time you rent and then the fuel on top of it, it probably works out cheaper to just Uber everywhere, right?
I did, honestly, no chances. Because also as well, you've got you just got the whole security thing, watching your back. It's like, you know, going out in the evening, it's like such a taboo over there. You know, we wake up here and we go out at midnight for dinner.
True. Although I like that because obviously I'm such a night owl anyway with my work. So being in Dubai, it was enjoyable because I'm wide awake at like midnight and to 2 a.m.
And why stay in a country with a lot of taxes? I mean, it's different for Americans, of course. Apparently, there are 3 countries in the world where you pay taxes no matter where you are. Eritrea, which is like a communist small country in Africa, North Korea, and the land of the free, the home of the brave, the USA. Man, you could be in Afghanistan and they're still asking you to pay taxes.
UK's the same.
What you?
Yeah.
Right. Be quiet. You know,
even though I've got a US visa and I split live between here and the States, I have to pay tax in both countries.
But because you're a UK resident.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't want to relinquish my residency.
Come over here, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, what do you say to people who say like El Salvador have a much better upside? I mean, in terms of like, you know, when you move to Dubai, you know, I mean, you've pretty much reached critical mass in terms of upsides. Like, I when you look at a place like El Salvador is somewhat like following those same footsteps, and things are like a lot cheaper.
I would say the only Salvador is that it's going to take longer to explode as a city compared to Dubai. The money that was thrown in Dubai and UAE in general, right? They just threw everything they had at it. It was basically, what could you build if you took away all the red tape? As long as basically over there, DSB, I'm right in saying, right? As long as you A, had the money, and B, conformed to standards, they basically let you build it.
Absolutely. I think they over the years they relaxed the laws to a point where now they can take back a little bit of control.
Yeah.
But for example,
it allowed it to expand massively.
Massively. And one of the things you'd realize, every one of us here now, technically we're global, borderless citizens because of the fact that we're also in this amazing thing called the blockchain. Now, the worst and the best about Dubai, I mean, to get used to Dubai is sometimes addictive. I think that's one thing you've got to be careful about. I think the lifestyle, unless you're obviously coming in humble already and hungry and you wanna just build your wealth, multiply your wealth, and get into different things. Because Africa is like a 2-hour flight. Asia is your 4-hour radius from Europe, Africa, the rest of the Middle East, and Asia. Now, just imagine the tremendous opportunity of coming here, setting up shop, and starting a business. In addition to that, you've got the ability when it gets really hot in the summer, you can always go back home. And I think that's if you did like 7-8 months here or 6 months out here, and you went 3-4 months back home, that's the way to manage it from a lifestyle perspective. The other thing to avoid is you could go out every night of the week in Dubai. You see choppers, Lamborghinis, you see, people come out here to work, and I don't mean in a good way. So it's kind of like a big city life, but it's not even, I can't even compare it to anywhere else in the world because of the sheer luxury that is
it's an experience when you go out there. You don't, there's not many places in the world you can go to and see that much affluence in one very small space. Like when we did Token 2049, we turned up in Ubers. Everyone else was turning up in Lambos and Ferraris. Very, very weird experience.
The Uber is funny because again, Ubers are government owned, and across the board they're just Lexus 450s or something.
Yeah. Most of them are Lexuses or Mercs.
Or Mercs as well, yeah. So I had a picture that I sent to the group once. I went to
God. I bought Lexus, so I would be an Uber
Oh, you just bought? Man, you're a VIP.
Yeah, the car that I shared on the group was Lexus.
Oh, the one you bought for the missus?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the wife's not going to complain. Look, Lexus in the rest of the world is a tier 1 car.
Oh, absolutely.
In Dubai, it's Uber.
Yeah. It's normal.
It's a normie's car. But over there, listen, I honestly believe when I initially came in, you go through that first initial shock of, you pull up into a traffic light and you look left and you see a G63 or whatever. You look to your right and you see a Lambo, and you start to think, man, should I go and get some of this? But then luckily, I was like, I can just buy a normal Range Rover and I'll be okay, because that guy who's driving that car is probably renting it. So I'd rather own my car and still feel good. But anyway, cars are, in my opinion, I think a lot more valued as an accessory in the US and Europe. As
then again, go down to Yas Marina. That's like basically where some of the biggest boats and super yachts dock, and that's another experience as well. Yas Marina. I was not prepared for the size of the super yachts down there, man. They're massive. They're huge.
And the other thing as well is, you've obviously got Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. You got Ferrari World. If you've got a family that you're willing to relocate or locate over to Dubai, it's not just Dubai. I think if I had a family, I would always choose Abu Dhabi. In fact, my main residency is in Abu Dhabi. 15-20 minutes away from Fight Island. You get to see an NBA game. I just recently saw Dave Chappelle 15 minutes away from my house. Come on, like I would never get a chance to see Dave Chappelle in London, sell out and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like 6 months to 8 months I will tolerate the weather. The weather is probably the best in between November and February.
Well, hang on. Did you just say you enjoy the weather?
Apart from the biblical rains, of course.
Yeah, I was just about to say, except for when there's the worst flooding in 300 years. That was not an enjoyable experience, man.
UK have one big advantage above everybody. They have access to the best music concerts.
Like the UK.
Like the UK bands are like the best. I love UK indie music, like Oasis, Coldplay. And you have all of this in England.
Oh, music's been big in the UK for years. Like a lot of
music
really
festivals.
Good music.
You have all of this in UK, and it's the best in the world.
Mbelta's just asked, did you see that question from Mbelta? Says, does Dubai get boring? No, it becomes very normal.
It becomes normal. I think for families is a struggle sometimes, especially if you live in a villa. So, you just don't have the kids interacting with other kids unless you take them somewhere to do that, which is quite sad. But if most people sometimes if you live in a nice apartment building where it's more of a community atmosphere, then I think it's way better if you've got kids.
It actually shocked me how many kids were down in Dubai Mall when we went down there. It's because it's like a micro city in its own right. That place is massive, right? But it literally has something for everyone, including all the kids. So it becomes like a big meeting hub almost.
It's incredible. I think, look, the only thing I would say is back in when I came, because I moved here in 2011. So then it was a cultural shock.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You would have been right at the beginning of the, sort of where it was just starting to boom.
Industrial revolution, man. Yeah. But, back in those days, it was more about, it was kind of like, doing paperwork and, just getting your way about and making sure you're not causing any, kind of like any cultural issues was the main thing, because a lot of Brits will come and just go Friday night, 100%. Get some drinks, and then think like, we're in the streets of Liverpool.
I mean, when we landed, right, somebody met us at the gate to tell us, don't act like a fool, otherwise the first thing you'll get is on the plane home, basically. They take a zero tolerance over there to people going overboard. Like, you could, as a tourist, I can have a drink, but the moment I look intoxicated, that's where the line is, right? It's just zero tolerance for alcohol in that way.
It used to be a very thin line, but now it's gone a lot quicker.
They're given a little bit of leeway these days, but not much. When all the flooding was on, we got a message through our hotel to say, because they knew we were on social media and doing all the crypto event, they were like, do not talk about the flooding. We've been told to tell all the visitors, don't talk about it on social media, you'll get in trouble. So they take a very thin line with that kind of thing, and that you just got to be respectful in that regard, right? If they turn around and say that, it's like, okay, then I'll just stay off social media for a day.
Yeah, great question from Adam here. Freelance with fake salary slips. Yeah, that's illegal. 100%. I mean, again, the crypto influencers, I think it's an important topic, because when the market is already against us, because in the last cycle, I don't think there was as many, I wouldn't say dumb, bad intention crypto influencers as this cycle, right? So a lot of them are coming over to Dubai, falsifying documents, and obviously running a freelance visa without, official salary. It's a mess. Yeah. It is 100% illegal.
These guys the hoops I had to go through just to get my US visa was crazy.
Oh yeah,
To be fair, that was a 9-month process just to get a visa.
man, I
DXV,
had yeah, bro.
do you live in an apartment or like detached house?
Oh no, he's in a
Detached
villa.
house, bro. It's
He's in
it's
a big villa.
Okay,
the
nice.
issue is, again, you have to look over the gate. I don't know how many of you have seen a movie called Friday After Next. This guy obviously makes it out of the hood. He wins the lottery, and then he moves into somewhere in California. And yeah,
Hey,
he's the only.
give us your address. I'll check it on Google Street View.
I'm telling you now. I'll show
And we
you.
order you some pizza.
If you want to see me, this is me, bro.
It's not pizza you got to order him. It's a bucket of KFC.
Oh, by the way, thanks for reminding me last night. I straight after you mentioned it, I went straight to KFC. There's one right in front of my house, bro. And yeah, this is me,
Crazy.
bro. Just show the boys, let's have a bit of cultural.
It's Jamie Foxx, right? No,
this is Uncle Elroy.
I thought it was Jamie Foxx.
That's his dad. So this is me when I moved into the neighborhood. Actually, this was my, this is when I nearly got arrested. Introducing bad habits to the neighborhood, but yeah, man. Guys, if you haven't seen that movie, honestly, it's got to be. It's a great crypto movie. What was this? You better wear a cheap watch in the UK. Joey, you're 100% right, bro. Listen, I was there, honestly, and my wife's from this country. She's from the UAE, and so every time we go out to a like Harrods or Knightsbridge or any of these posh restaurants, I would literally dress like this. And then I have another problem, right? So now the restaurant thinks, oh, this Londoner, yeah, he's probably got a knife or something in his pocket. So I'm like, nah, listen, this is the only way I can actually keep my wife safe on these streets. The UK police are shit. Law and order, these guys are blaming all of these foreigners. No way. You listen, in my local area, I heard they closed down the police station. Hundreds of police stations across. If you call the police in the UK right now, I say, hey, listen, I've just been robbed. Somebody put a knife to my throat. They'll tell you, please report this. And that's it. They'll give you a crime reference number. You're
at
like,
your nearest station that is 40 miles away from you.
The nearest station is 40 miles. Man, it is so, like, honestly, I was like, I need to get back to Dubai. So the night before we flew in, like, I was just already packed, got to the airport, just like my mom used to do when I was little, 6 hours before the flight. I'm sure every one of you have actually experienced that at some point in your life, mom dragging you to airport. Mom, we're too early.
Just admit that you wanted to get your phone back.
Posting pilots from the toilet.
Yeah.
To be honest, I was lucky to. So if you remember, the first 2 weeks, I was quite active. In fact, I was writing longer articles, of course, from the toilet, but still writing long articles and everything else. And then I just disappeared for what seemed like eternity, like 7 days. So every now and then I'd be peeking through I was like, if I were right now, she'll catch me. So we keep it moving. But guys, listen, I wanted to. How long have we been on? This is brilliant, by the way. 1 hour 20 minutes. I'm sure Caveman would have been here with us.
He's in the chat. He's actually inside the streaming chat talking.
Is he?
So yeah, he must be in the background.
Cliff, I got a question for you, Cliff.
He's in the waiting room.
Cliff, if you have to build a portfolio today,
he's here.
$10,000 portfolio, Cliff. If you got to build a $10,000 portfolio with tokens under 100 million, what would it be?
What's the market cap?
Under
No
100
larger,
million market
no
cap.
larger than 100 million. Yes. What would it be, Cliff?
So I'd
Dynex.
take
10,000, and I need you to somewhat like give us the reason why you would build it that way as well.
sounds strangely familiar, caveman. This conversation.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I'm trying to look. I can't hold on. I can't.
So I mean, I've gone through a few different phases with my crypto experience, right? I've done, and I've always been doing proof of work, but I've gone from mining everything that's profitable to mining just everything, to now being a little bit more selective with what I mine, mainly because of energy costs. But like for me, a lot of projects have to have some substance behind it, right? It's a bit the same with Dynex's partnerships. We don't just announce a lot of partnerships. For us, it has to be something of substance. It's one of the reasons why I love Okta's partnership so much, because it's two-way. And both of those projects Okta are under what, 50 million right now, somewhere around that.
Yeah. So Dynex 30. Was it 30? Yeah, fully diluted, almost 32 million.
Yeah,
32 and a half, and Okta is
Okta's around 45, somewhere around that.
46 or 48. Yeah, $46 million.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, actually.
So for me, like you say, keep it. If you're going to try and get into stuff that is going to make big gains, right, then you need to look at stuff that's under I would say 75 million market cap, to be legitimately honest. If you're real degen playing, then you don't want to look anything over 30 million market cap. But then for me, that's too degenerate for me. I've done my whole degenerate phase where I used to, go on trading platforms and put a 250x leverage on it, just because I can, just because I was.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, then you get burned, and then you get burned.
I did yesterday.
Not
my
good.
dumb ass decided to hit set a 20x long on Sundog. Within 25 seconds, I was liquidated before I even set my stop loss.
Oh, bro!
And that's why you
for real, no, seriously.
And that's why you put spot limits.
It was only like $55, but it's still the principle.
Yeah,
It's like shit. Give me a chance.
For me, I mean, I've got a few low cap coins in my portfolio right now. Obviously, my portfolio's been built up over many years, so I've shown my portfolio to DXB, and it takes a while to build up a portfolio like that. There's some coins that
It hurt my eyes.
I think it was a Muzz that I was saying this to. Like, for every one good I find, there's probably 50 failures, to be quite honest. But I got into Kaspa early. I got into Dynex early. I got into Okta early. I got into Bitcoin really early. So, I mean, I'm not got a bad rap for it. But if you saw some of the ones I had also had fail, that, just one of those things. But realistically, you want to. So what? You want me to actually split it up for you to work out what?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like for you to build a portfolio and tell me the reason why.
Damn, man. I just realised I'm going to just drop you right in it with this, DXB.
I'm ready.
Literally drop you right in it now.
Joe already knows. I'm ready.
I mean, let me start. Let me start if you know.
So I would take half of the $5,000 and put it split evenly against Okta and Dynex, just because they've got a continuous partnership as well as there's continuous development, right? That's more of a long-term play though than a very short-term play.
But what do you say to people who say, hey, that's the same narrative? Like, if I want to get a 30x in Octo, then I might as well get a 30x into Dynex as well. Like, what do you say to people who say like, well, like the same narrative. And
so which narrative do you put Dynex under? That's the question.
oh,
Octa's very easy to put a ring fence around, right? Because it's very much decentralized infrastructure fully, right? It's nodes, that kind of thing. The question is, what do you put Dynex under? Because we actually kind of spread over a few different subjects. So it's a little harder for working out for Dynex's side, which part you'd put us under. Like some people classify us as DeSci because we do a lot of scientific and pharmaceutical stuff. Then there's other people that classify it as DeepIn. Again, that's technically accurate, but not quite in the same way as everyone else does DeepIn. So is it decentralized AI? Well, not really, because we do decentralized quantum. So I think we just come under decentralized compute is probably the easiest term, right? And that's still not probably helping enough, right? Because how many of those narratives overlap as well? That's the other problem, right? I've had this conversation on a couple of X Spaces quite recently, actually, about this exact
right. So I mean, the way I look at Dynex, I picture Dynex as a multi-narrative, hold. So if I'm gonna hold personally, like that's my DeepIn. It could be DeepIn slash like AI in a way.
Computing.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a pretty decent holding in one gaming token, which I've been holding for a while now. The wife actually is really big into doing that because it earns her while she plays games. So why not? She spends a couple of hours a day playing games and enjoying, playing games. Why not earn a little bit on the side, right? You're already playing the game.
So Dynex, when I first came across Dynex, of course, apart from DeepIn, which is the obvious one,
supercomputing.
Yeah, this is the narrative that I thought initially. When you look at the medical stuff, the space, or all of the different things, and I used to think, I mean, let's move based AI and B10 away, and Cubic as well. But if you look at these other three cryptocurrencies, now the advantage here obviously is the 135,000, 50,000 GPUs available globally. And what I've been noticing, and I've been talking to Phil offline about this, Cliff offline about this, what I've actually noticed is in the last 2 months, I've just been questioning him on, oh shoot, such and such is now wanting you with a partnership. Then Octa dropped. So Octa initiated the partnership, and I think sometimes the supercomputing resource as a DeepIn project is incredible because these are actively working data centers, and we know how difficult it was for that old man to build the famous data center for our friends. So
they finally got help.
I mean,
that poor bastard.
The really interesting one, right, is just how interconnected Dynex and Octa is now. And we're not even finished yet, but I made one call to Octa last week about a world record attempt at computation, and they spun up hardware for us to run on within 15 minutes. And it wasn't a small piece of hardware either. It was like an $85,000 server that they loaded up for us. If you went and purchased it and built it yourself, this was one of their nodes on their network. So when they say they have the hardware to back themselves, they truly do. And they made one shout out in their community, and there was 20 offers from community members offering to host us for doing it. I mean, that's the kind of community you want backing you, right? It's similar with Dynex. If I put out a call now that I needed some help, I guarantee you'd have 50 messages straight away. That's a good thing. But I would, if I was splitting up 10 grand, I'd definitely take 5 of that. So half of your 10 and split that evenly over Dynex and Octa.
None into AITech?
My
Just saying.
oh, I may have purchased some more AITech this week.
I may have too. Put it this way: my bag of AITech is exactly where it was when I sold. I'm right back to where I was, and only paid a half a cent more than when I did earlier.
With that beautiful entry.
Yes.
Yeah, and gaming, guys. What do you see? Look at playable. Look at playable.
I've got one gaming token. I've got a couple of other tokens. Obviously, I've got my BTC and LTC holdings. But if you're really wanting to make big money, those two are probably off the equation unless you want to get really degenerate and start leveraging Bitcoin trades. And then you'd have to be doing probably 100x to make really good money. But then that's way too much risk on my. I mean, I'm already losing my hair at a rapid rate, right? It's not good.
Hey, look, hey, I've already done it all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll end up looking like caveman within a week.
Right, and look at all the gray too.
But I look at other projects, right? I've been into Alephium for some time. I've been into Kaspa for some time. I like my proof of work coins. Because I'm not a big fan of proof of stake coins. They have their place, right? But for me, I come from early Bitcoin where you had to earn it. You
Proof
just
of stake reminds me of the WEF. I don't like the WEF. With their stakeholder capitalism.
Wow,
I'll stay off of that
the building, guys.
I promise.
But I'd probably, if given how many projects there are nowadays compared to like previous cycles, I'd probably want 7-ish, between 7 and 10 different coins. Even if you did that as $1,000 per coin and you took 10, I would prefer 7. You can probably get better quality out of that then, because you can spend a little bit more time researching the projects at that point.
Right. So we've got Octo, we've got Dynex. Like, what would be your other 5?
So
how the hell do I arrange this?
I mean, there's still plenty of legs on Kaspa, I think, right now. We haven't seen even remotely where that.
Yeah, we're not even close to that $40.
Well,
no.
Well, guys, keep in mind, we're under $100 million market cap.
No, it's only 16 now, guys. 40
I mean,
I'm just making fun of Crypto Galaxy. That's all.
If you really follow Crypto Galaxy, you would know that $16 is his target now.
Oh, that's right. He did get a little bearish.
So, guys, look, we've got a special brother in the building. Buenos Aires, Argentina in the building. Number 10, Juan Roman Riquelme, aka Gonzo. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the gang.
So, there technically is one more that I might.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Gonna end up giving you all my picks, right? Gonna end up. You just.
I'm writing them all down, Cliff. I'm writing them all down.
That's all you guys want to know. What I'm holding.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Come on.
No, sometimes I try to look at it like if I was getting in today, like right now with 10 grand, like what would my best I won't say degen picks, but like what would be my top pick to like make a 30x, and especially with you, Cliff. I mean, you're coming from the world of actually being an insider, because you are an insider. I mean, even though you hold other tokens, it's like you're coming from the insider world. So this is why I would love to know, specifically from you, what would that list be under $100 million market cap?
So there's a D-side project as well that I've been a bit of a fan of since I got involved with it. That's Etica. They're trying to do something very honorable, trying to decentralize like actual medical research. That's something that I think has real benefit to the community, like in general. So I like that concept. I actually reached out to them and actually got to have a chat with the guy involved and who runs it all. His name's Kevin. He's a really nice guy. And if you look at their market cap, I think their market cap's tiny.
Which is a project,
I believe. The
10K
I know that.
they use.
Do you listen to me there? Do you listen to me there?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
Pleased to meet you guys. I'm so glad to see you and to be here in the
Good to
show.
get faces to everybody.
Pleased to meet you. It's really nice to be here, guys. It's really
Welcome,
nice
bro.
to be here with you guys. Cliff.
What time is it in Buenos Aires?
5:30 in the afternoon. I've just arrived from the train from my job, from the office. So
You're very close to the caveman time zone.
It's 3:30 here.
Okay.
There you go. Their total volume is under 1 million market cap. How about that for a pick?
Which one is Genome?
Is it Clintex?
Genome.
Hang on, I'll drop it in the chat so you can, if you want to have a look at it, DXP. But they're doing,
Where are you?
Interesting.
Yeah, he's in a beautiful. He's in the State House of Louisiana.
Yeah.
Brick wall.
You don't want to see my background right now, man. I promise you.
There's an alligator there, bro.
It's not that bad. Come on now. I was trying to change it, but I don't know how.
I know. You are on Democrats convention.
With the mobile vasectomy buses.
Listen,
people are crazy. I mean, come on, really?
You said it yourself.
Like everybody's rolling around. Oh, you know what? My bingo card today. Oh, look, hey, let me go grab a vasectomy. I'll be right back, honey. I mean, come on.
So listen, Joseph, where you at?
Well, for 10,000, I would start off with I would do SMT. SMT would be like an Ondo equivalent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean SMT doesn't have the strength of BlackRock behind it, so
doesn't matter. I bet you it does better return.
The returns, absolutely.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Right. So I would actually keep a fairly even portfolio, and I would only do 5 coins. I wouldn't do more than 5. And I would spread it out evenly. I would do SMT. Right. I would do AGI for my AI play. For my gaming play, I would do Octo. I hold Mavia, but I Mavia is over. Well, I mean, Mavia is less than 100 right now. However, the multipliers OTK is, I think I have a. Now I actually wanted to hold like a Solana play. I really think Solana is gonna like outdo the market. So I'm gonna do an AI play on Solana, which is Thai protocol.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then my last play I would do I really think ZF. I think
Chile in our group will be absolutely delighted with that pick, man.
Yeah, and that's my 5 plays, and I would 2,000 evenly between them all. And the reason why I say that is because I mean, like, this is what I think if I had like 10 grand getting in today right now based on the information I have like right now. But if I had like say 15 grand, then I would squeeze in Octo first.
So let's you know what, we're gonna go around with this. So Gonzo, give us your 5, bro.
My 5, I have I think
If you had to
Kaspa.
put everything into a 5 today. No.
Kaspa.
From today. So if you had to go in, start the portfolio again with 5 coins.
Okay, today. Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. I will go Alephium,
No,
Tectum,
no.
Dynex.
Alephium can't make the list. Alephium is over 100 million market cap.
So it's
Over
going to be
100 million.
under 100 million.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see my portfolio. I know I got some shit right there. Let me see. Okay, some meme coins, man. I would go with Trump. I would go with Trump.
Trump is over 100 million.
It's over 100 also.
Wait. So not meme coins. I think so the question is, if you had to buy 5 tokens today, under $100 million, and I know it's difficult because sometimes you've got to try and make it up, but
I don't even know.
Exactly. For most people, it's a really, really tough question, and I think any 5, but under 100 million.
I mean, honestly, I don't necessarily think it has to be 5. I just think for you need to explain why and how you would allocate your $10,000, because I think for most people, who have a job, I think like a $10,000 portfolio is like it's like could make significant gains. Like you could get out of the bull run 200,000 off of 10 grand. I think honestly, if your projections are on on the conservative side, like I think that's possible.
Totally. I'm around that portfolio. I think Corpo, Dynex, Tectum, CF. I really like CF. In real world assets, Polytrade, and in artificial intelligence, I got AITech.
Wow. Solid.
ML. I also got ML, but I would like to put a little bit more of money in CF. I got
CF is right now.
Very bleeding as. Oh my God! It has bled.
Imagine we're gonna sell those. Just imagine, guys. Spare a thought for whoever, whether institutions or newbies coming. We're gonna be selling some of these tokens and then coming on here, 6 months from now or a year from now, and we'll just be laughing because I am telling you, the market has funny way. There's gonna be that wave. A bit like The Walking Dead. You're gonna get the new walkers coming in 6 months. Let me grab some of that CF for $1. Let me go and get that Dynex for $5.
I'm praying for that to happen. Yeah, man.
It's
go look up Zealous. DXB, go look up Zealous.
Zealous, yes. I actually talked about it.
I mined that day 3 of it opening.
And it's now $10, by the way.
Yeah.
God, goodness.
Hey, I got my list. I got my list.
You got your list.
I'm ready, caveman. I'm ready, caveman.
Let's go to the caveman, because this is going to be the most anticipated 5. And I hope it doesn't change by tomorrow, by the way. We're gonna give the keys to Cliff to lock away your wallet.
I got 3 AI plays and 2 gaming plays. 1 gaming Sentry, 2 Naka, AI 0x0, Anyone Protocol, and AITech. All under 100 million.
Wow.
I can give you 5 proof of work that are all under 100 million as well, actually, that are all pretty good.
Yeah, I was scrolling through CoinMarketCap to find something. These are the only ones I recognized.
I'm still waiting for DXB to let me get over there and set him up a huge mining farm.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Hey, well, I'm doing that at the bear market. Remember, we talked about that. I'm doing that
down
during
in
the next
Texas,
bear market.
right? You're down near Texas way, right? So your electric's cheap down there.
Tennessee. No, he's in Tennessee.
No, I'm in New Orleans.
Oh no!
My
electricity is horrible.
Other end of
my
the
electric
scale,
bill every month, and I'm not exaggerating. And I don't have a big house. I got it's like 2,700 square feet. It's $700 a month. I'm not exaggerating.
My mining bill for just where I host my rigs is nearly $500 a month.
So I pay more just to have regular electricity in my house, and I could be making money with my electricity if I did yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you need to move
Okay.
there, guys.
I'm
The
going
unlimited
to build
fun.
another cave and live in the cave with just mining equipment, and that is it. This is
And we're gonna
ridiculous.
we're gonna paint it nicely. Bit like
I got hieroglyphics everywhere. Don't worry about it. I got a bunch of hieroglyphics.
I kid you not. Today I was watching some old music video, Wu-Tang Clan Gravel Pit, and I saw you in there, caveman. I was like, damn. Check out my gravel pit. It's
Joey,
gonna
what
be
up?
interesting. By the way, Joey, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. I missed the fact that you messaged me to say I'm getting on. Apologies.
What's
my
up,
man.
guys?
How are you, bro?
Hey, what's up?
Awesome.
It looks like you're mining USDT, bro.
I am. That's all. I do that all day, every day. You know me.
Don't tell me you're driving through the wall. Because I saw you, honestly, I thought you were chilling in the gallery.
Hey, hold on. Look, hold on.
Like
Let me see if I can do this.
The angle of camera, yeah, like for the.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Like he
Yeah,
was
I thought
driving.
he was just like, sitting like that, cozy on the. But I just
Be
saw
careful
you
out there,
turn, right?
caveman. Be careful out there, caveman.
Yeah, I don't know how. I was gonna change it, and I don't even know how to do that. Never mind.
By the way, guys, we'll quickly continue with the list. I'm interested with Close's list because I think. Oh, you're right, man.
I'm good. I'm here. I just turned the camera off while I drive.
You just went through the wall, man.
Fell off of his chair.
Yeah. No.
You heard this sound? You heard this sound? Like,
Yeah.
he fell off. I'm sure he fell off.
I was like, man, shots fired. Where
Yeah,
did my brother
no.
go? But guys, I'm interested in Costa's list because I think Costa is going to go scientific. So
no
same question, bro. Under
No.
100 million.
Easy for me. Like Tectum is one of my biggest backs, and for me the technology, like the amount of TPS per second, transactions per second is amazing. I'm sure they will deliver their product. So Tectum is my number one play. From AI, I got AITech. I just hope this old guy will continue to build data center.
Advanced. That old guy is the best.
Let's pray
Oh,
for
man.
him. Okay, and Rio for RWA play. I think it's amazing discount right now. Everything under $1 is amazing price. Like this has $20 minimum for in a making, I think.
So let me
So
ask you
Rio-
a question on Rio. Let's say if you had a bag of Ondo. So the option is
Uh-oh.
hold Rio across the cycle or trade.
And I'm the one
Ondo.
driving.
Well, you drove through a brick wall, bro. I can barely keep it together.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You mean like if you should hold Ondo, sell it later, and move to Rio, yeah?
But then who guarantees the price of Rio by then? But
Yeah,
would you?
because Rio, when the narrative hits, Rio is one of the quickest movers. So just look
So
what
would you
it did
say
in March.
$10,000 in Ondo or $10,000 in Rio?
For me, it's Rio.
I agree.
All right.
Because no unlocks coming like in Ondo, and the community on X.
It's insane. It's insane.
Yes, it's like I think even though that Ondo is much bigger in market cap, Rio is gonna be more popular when the narrative hit.
So 85 million fully diluted, something like that, under 100 million anyway.
Yes.
I'm sure you came across a couple of people raising questions about Rio's Discord community, but I honestly do agree with you in the sense that if you go to X, then you notice that the noise is just completely dropped because I think my boy's going back to the cave. Let me.
You know what's funny? You know what's the funniest part about Rio and what is happening on X? Rio's account on X was like a ghost town for last month. They haven't updated anything. They just posted today like they are still building, but they aren't posting that much. but they don't have to because they have those people doing for them, you know, like private accounts doing these updates, this shilling, you know, and it's not like, I don't think it's even paid. They just like the product, you know.
I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, I had to.
HB,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Caveman,
We have
Caveman, you're alive?
Sorry, Caveman's
Hold
talking.
on. Dude, I don't fucking know.
We need you to go into an acoustically treated cave. We need to soundproof those walls, man.
Dude, something has to happen. As soon as I moved, I lost signal. Everything went blank. That's like getting a buzzing in my ear.
Well, in Delta said cave connection.
Yeah, exactly. The cave connection. My rabbit ears gave out on me. You know,
It's a brilliant.
happens
brilliant,
every
man.
time. Every time I go to the back of the cave, rabbit ears. The signal doesn't go that far.
But I have to admit, bro, I don't know where you got that wall from, because honestly,
I don't know either.
We thought you were just chilling in the patio. But listen, Kosa, you gave us 3. So
Yeah.
Rio, you started a good debate, I think, on Rio, and the trade of Ondo versus the long-term hold of Rio. That's something that we all have to kind of continue discussing, maybe in the Discord and in our group.
Yeah, because like from RWA, I also follow like Parcel, for example. You know, Parcel it's on Solana. It's also a good product, but man, this hype and community on Rio is really hitting on me. You know, like I think this will be the most important thing when the bull run hits. Yeah, because people will look for those coins and they see Rio on Twitter and they just go for it.
But they all live on X, on Twitter. I mean, there's no bigger coin, in my opinion. I think, after maybe Kaspa, a few others. But Rio is just everywhere. And what would your last other 2 be before we move to Joe?
Last 2 are gaming picks. So first is Mavia, of course. Mavia is, for me, like, this will be the biggest mobile phone game. So this is no-brainer. And the other one, I would choose between Creo or Playable, but I am a little bit more into Playable because I think this AVAX chain gaming will be big. Like when Godzilla hits, so Playable gaming studio, they really did their homework with website. They really make it look very good. They have one game, Citizen Conflict. Citizen Conflict is Corpo game. Nexus, also the similar game, also very good. Looks very good. I saw they have some new members in their team. They were working with Unreal Engine and World of Warcraft, so they are legit people, So playable games, and look at the price action today, over 30% now.
It shot up.
Nothing, no update, but they also have very good community. Like on X, they have like 30K followers, I think. So it's not that much. But I am on their Discord, and this community is really amazing. And they are really playing those games, and they're testing those games. They talking about it, so they also help the team to. Oh my God!
And the founder is great as well. Do you think
it's a family? It's a family. I think in 3 Bull, it's a family startup.
Australian, and he's really
the thing.
Really
I think the struggle it has, like Playable, it's the thing with those with the nodes. It got a lot of nodes. Kind of what happened with Mavia, that the price went up, and I think that the people that had the nodes and most coins started to sell. In fact, it all started to go down, in the cycle for gaming. But I think it has a lot of nodes, and I don't think that it's good for price, all those nodes sold.
Guys, this is like for the people in the chat, this is the real market cap of Rio. I don't know why. This is the only thing that really bothers me. Like on CoinMarketCap, on CoinGecko, there isn't real data about market cap.
85%. it's almost like 90%, I think, diluted. The market cap is around 85 million.
Yes.
Yeah, they need to really. I mean, this is another thing. A lot of new investors or potential new investors are put off because of the simple fact that they think the circulating supply is just 5% or 8%. So yeah, no, that's a great list, man. It really does spark a debate, which is what we really want. And then let's move over to Joey, man.
Hey, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah, definitely. Caveman is so funny.
Yeah, it's let me see if I can. Caveman's burning gas today. He's burning rubber.
Can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like usual caveman audio.
You can?
So don't worry.
We can hear you and a drone.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. Hey, look, I'm gonna get off this thing because I don't know. Everything is just fucking up. But
hey, no,
I'm gonna go back on the YouTube stream. Y'all have a good one, fellas.
No, just to have your spirit alone, man, is good. So just
just like these background noises,
Wait, hold on, one more.
Yeah, man.
The camera don't work anymore, man.
Man, I feel bad for you for that $55 you lost earlier, man.
So I think there we go. That's yes, driving while I'm on the wall.
Oh, I can get rid of it. Watch. Here we go. There we go. Now, y'all got my natural habitat.
That's caveman in his natural habitat.
So man. So Joey,
I got a question.
5 tokens from you first, under $100 million. If you had to go all in today,
definitely would do Tectum.
All right.
AITech. CK Swap. Yeah.
Wow. So it sounds even more sexy when you call it CK Swap. Everybody says ZF.
Yeah, man.
I was like, shit, let me buy that token right now, man. Let me make it.
They still hold reactor fusion. God damn it.
Okay, man, you drove into the house.
Now I'm just driving around in circles in my house. Dude, this shit just pops up and I touch it and I got a background.
For my gaming, I probably would do Heroes and Mavia.
All right.
And I might get some flack on this last one, but I might go with Mintlayer. That'll be my risky play, Mintlayer.
I have to be, recently, when you hear footballers and athletes and I don't know, famous people coming under attack from the media. So recently I felt kind of famous because while I was away trying to enjoy some time with my family, I would randomly just open up my inbox. Hey man, you ain't spoken about Mintlayer for 4 days. What's going on? What the fuck is going on, man? I'm like, bro, I'm actually on holiday. I'll be back. I feel like, sometimes I feel like
it seems like you're the only one holding it down. When you're not around, nobody knows what to do.
Well, you know what happened to me today, and rightly so. I really deserved it. So for the longest time, I've been telling the guys I've been staking 50,000 Mintlayer, man. And today I went in there, or yesterday, I was like, Atomic Fusion. I invited these guys. I've done tons of free marketing for them. And my wallet, I'm like, what? No Atomic for me? And apparently it wasn't included. So
Mintlayer have a new partnership every single day.
Man, we're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring the brother back. Because I think, listen, for our community alone, Mintlayer owns us. Look, if we get up to $1, I can honestly see a lot of people
selling us.
Man, you just you are being same like Crypto Galaxy. You're getting bearish, man. What's going on? It was $7. Now it's $1.
My God, yeah.
It's one of the things I love about the caveman is this. We share our conviction to either Valhalla or zero,
Exactly.
and and that's our connecting DNA, man. It's like some positions I have. I kid you not, guys. I'm like, I don't even check them anymore. And you know what really helps me? Like if I'm actually staking it, it's like it's almost like, for example, I'm staking ZF. Out of sight, out of mind, whatever. And I'm only interested to a certain level. The day I see that breaks above a certain level, I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's see. But it's kind of healthy sometimes staking away anything that's just depressed. But solid list, it's a solid go, bro.
It's
What about you, DXD?
I'm sorry, but I've been researching, and I've been backtesting, and every project that has staking or that sells a node, my God, but the price just go deeper and deeper and deeper in the down. It's incredible. It's incredible. So that's why
Brilliant.
I really bet it. I really bet to layer ones. I think Clifford was going to speak about a layer one, some of the new ones. I think that one of those new layer ones, it's proof of work, bells.
Yeah,
I don't know
bells.
if
Yeah, based on script. It's Litecoin algorithm. Yeah, they've just activated merge mining for bells, so like all the big ASICs can now use dual mining in essence. So they can do script for Litecoin and bells, or they can do. They're even looking at like triple mining it effectively. So
wait, Cliff. So you're telling me I need to sell some Kaspa to buy some of that? Is that what you're telling me? That's what I'm hearing.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
Actually, Caveman, I sent you a list. It's going to get expensive.
Okay. Okay. As long as I got something to go off of, because look, I like I said, my cash is dwindling down, but I'm still way in profit.
It's not coming down.
You know what's gonna suck? I'm gonna wind up getting rid of all my cash, buying something. Everything else can go to zero, and cash can go to $100. And I could have been a trillionaire.
if we go for
and I'll be stuck holding like a bunch of Safe Moon or something.
So guys, Peter wants to know. Peter Morton wants to know. Exodex. Anybody has it? Anyone's holding it?
No,
I do not.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
But
it's a Kaspa.
You can't count me. I'm a caveman. I don't know anything.
Yeah, and I follow Caveman on Twitter, so I don't know anyway.
See, right? Yeah,
it's cool, bro. But listen, I like it. I haven't bought it yet. I think Peter definitely is got conviction in this. It's a Kaspa Dex, and I think so. We will have a DeFi run at some point.
I think it's starting.
Yeah.
You got Pendle. Look what Avi's done in the last couple of days. Oh shit! I'm actually in a Pendle trade right now. I got to check. Shit, that ain't good.
Are you long?
Yeah, of course I am. Don't tell me like that. If I do this, I'm gonna wind up losing everything. If I check, somebody tell me what is Pendle's price right now? I'm afraid to check because I'm gonna lose the connection.
Man, let's.
What is the price right now? Not that I even know what the fuck I got in at. But.
Even if we knew the price, we wouldn't tell you because you're on the road.
I'm on my porch. I'm not on the road. I'm on my porch. See my house behind me.
Guys, and going back to Mintlayer, somebody said Joey said Mintlayer, yeah. I just want to point out, like a week ago, Tectum and Mintlayer they had announcement that they are collaborating. Yeah. Today we have like a green day on the market. Tectum is up 20%. Mintlayer is down 5%.
Well, I was up. Now I'm down on everything right now.
I thought they will be partners, but looks like that.
It looks like Joseph is joining the
It's better.
caveman in the cave.
I think it's better if they
Damn it.
don't partnership, man. Because if Mintlayer goes down, I hope please Tectum goes up. Now if they partnership, they both go down or they both go up. You know.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they run up aggressively. So here's an insane thing. They have about, I think, 24 to 25 VCs, and you notice the sell pressure that unlocks the sell pressure. I reached out to Mr. Enrico, and I think we'll be happy to have him and Atomic DeFi back, and perhaps maybe even bring the marketing lady or somebody else as well, because I think he's a great builder, but when it comes to talking about the project,
he can't.
yeah, you know, sometimes you get these guys that are geniuses, but whatever is happening, guys, Kaspa is now at 15 cents, 97. No, I'm joking.
Come on, man, y'all are killing me. I'm trying to drive. I'm trying to park. You hear my back?
You're up 2.7% on Pendle. It's
yeah, I'm down. I just checked. I'm fucking down. I'm in the red. I was in the green. Now I'm fucking down. Damn it. With no stop loss because I'm an asshole. Son of a bitch and whore. Fuck. But y'all think it's funny. I don't think it's funny at all. This is horrible. Yeah.
I think,
dude, I
think
destroyed a Phantom trade early today. Now I'm losing all of my profits right now. I'm watching it go down.
Listen,
I think Tectum mainnet is going live next month.
Tectum?
I think it's testnet.
Testnet,
it's
yeah.
Not, it's not mainnet, yes. Yeah. But they announced like soft node app, something like that yesterday.
And
probably.
They announced they working with iPhone 16 or something like that. I see it's on Twitter. Yeah, iPhone 16. They're working with Apple. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Oh,
yeah.
Because Apple opens tap to pay.
Yeah, they open tap to pay, so they're using, I think, Tectum. They're having a live space on X tomorrow.
And Tectum is launching this soft node app, so it will be working with amazing announcement.
Yeah.
DXB, what about your list?
I know the DXB list.
Mine is
yeah, he's holding out on us.
Yeah,
I know it. We know his list.
I mean, do you want to go rogue list? You know, do you want to? I actually like the look of Zealous, and at $10 million market cap, proof of work. You know, Cliff is smiling there because he's been mining this, and I think I did a small piece about this for our community a while ago, but it was just one of those honorable mentions, high risk, high reward. But I'm starting to look at this as a rogue play, and then I would probably go with. I like the look of Carrot. I'm not going to lie. You know, the buys that I do right now are miniature. You know, they're not. They don't hurt my budget. You know, $500 here, $200 there, because there's an unlock coming. But my Pet Hooligans, I think will be a multi-billion-dollar gaming project. And right now, I think the market cap is quite low. But after the unlock, Carrot could be a hit. And again, me and Muzz were debating about this one night. But the thing is just quite spectacular. $40 million in market cap. The FDV is about 370. So if you even imagine this to be just under 100 million with the next unlock, I think Carrot could do something. I've been looking at more gaming projects along with that proof of work layer one. Another one I've been looking at is of course, you know, you've got all of these small ones like OTK, like Joe said, but I've been looking at Moon Tropica, because something tells me with no centralized exchange listings, and they already got, they're in Tangent already, $20 million market cap. So this is outside of what we have already. So I'm not really looking at tokens that we already own. I think those are fairly straightforward for us. And then in addition to that, I do like AGC, Layer 1 AI, just got listed on Mexi. Very small market cap, but nevertheless, Argo coin actually, which is AGC, could be quite good. And then what's that, 3? And then in addition to that, I mean, man, I was gonna say I wish I could add some of our Nexa. And you might be laughing and thinking, look, that's a strange one right there. But I've recently bought a very tiny amount to add to my previous holding. And right now, what is it? $14 million in market cap.
Blender.
Blender. Well, Blender. You've got Okta. You've got Dynex. One of those D-pins will do it. I think anything apart from that, and you notice, these are all mostly proof of work, with the exception of the gaming tokens. But I think I'm looking for just basically opportunities currently outside of the radar. So
that's where proof of work really comes in a benefit, right? Because if you get in that early, your margin's so low, right? It only has to do 10% a day for a week, and suddenly you're 50x already.
Yeah, we need to, guys, by the way, we need to add this massive Zoom call. Tom just said, damn, this is a massive Zoom call. But look at Donkey, man. I have no idea why Donkey doesn't dox himself, right?
Right.
Unless he's a chat scammer.
Well, I think he's just scared because everybody knows they're going to try to find him because he keeps
no, he's in beautiful Montenegro. This guy's
Montenegro. Yes.
Yeah.
I was actually watching something about places to go to get away from taxes. That was actually one of the spots.
That's why Vitalik lives down there, isn't it?
Yeah, and they got a lot of caves as well.
Vitalik.
I saw that.
Lives in Montenegro. Vitalik.
That's where he lives?
Yeah, Montenegro.
Hey guys, do you guys have a play for under $1 million? One play under $1 million?
Yeah.
I have ICNX.
Ooh, ICNX. I think
Wait, is that race car?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I had one for ages. I think that one I actually did a buy alert a few months ago. ICNX. There's actually was studios. What? And I don't know how, but we kind of we actually made a little bit of money on a pump. No, obviously never sold it. It's in MetaMask, but was studio. Alaska Gold Rush. Now you're taking me back to dark places.
That's for me. That's too deep.
This is now DGen moment, right?
AWT.
Man, AWT made like 100% today, 2x.
AWT, I can't believe it after how long.
AWT had this crazy pump like a few hours ago.
Yeah. No, I mean, listen, it did 100x. I'm not 100x. It did a 2x today, but it's down maybe like I mean, yeah, like.
Now it's like 50% up today, but at the peak it was oh my god, it was 3x.
Hey, Galaxy just put out a tweet.
That's clearly a rug.
Just put out a tweet literally just now, just popped up saying Kaspa will go from 16 cents to $16.
Oh Lord!
I was watching Tom Crown's live earlier today for the FOMC minute. He's got the best Chirpao stream ever.
Did you hear on Monday that Crypto Galaxy says that Brett is going to $12?
Yes.
$12 will be like 120 billion market
cap. Yeah.
You can't knock the hustle. You have to give it to Crypto Galaxy, man. He lives in a different galaxy.
Yeah, but what is the stuff that he's smoking?
It is Galaxy. This is like, you got. I'm gonna have to watch Star Wars tonight because in Crypto Galaxy's Galaxy.
Hey guys, like Joseph, I just went to the IconX website, and it shows that CS:GO gameplay. I think it's like the shooter game, not only racing game, but they have shooter game like also right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly why I said ICNX. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it looks exactly like Counter-Strike.
I mean, listen, 10x, $6 million or $7 million. 10x.
Okay, I gotta sell a bunch of Kaspa. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Man, look what y'all do to me every single time.
What is
Hold
this
on.
game?
Y'all making me do it.
No bad shit.
Nah, listen, caveman is just messing around, man. Like,
You think so? DXP, you better tell him. You better tell him I'm not.
He's a Kaspa.
Okay, it's not their game. It's like Counter-Strike 2, and it's like you can earn ICNX playing Counter-Strike. I don't understand.
Really? Well, look, based on those metrics, I think this idea of flipping 10x's, we should be open to it.
Absolutely.
Course, yeah, because sometimes I think not taking action, especially look, put $1,000 in. I mean, make 10 grand. It's as simple
right.
as
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
$6 million, and then take that 10 grand and then put that into high conviction, and we roll through. And I think that's something we've got to actually take advantage of. Because I bought ICNX. I did a buy alert on it, and I bought it, and I was like, okay, you know what? At that time, it was just under $1 million, and then it went up. It went nuts for a bit, and then it crashed back down. So we should definitely, I think tonight you might see a buy alert. In fact, let's do this buy alert on YouTube right now, guys. $500 of ICNX.
I mean,
look, I gotta buy Polygon. I can't buy it on Uniswap. I don't have any Polygon. I don't know. That would take me a year to figure out how to do that out. So
Yeah, bro.
May I add? I mean, I remember when I was really active into taking profits and moving forward. My portfolio, and I'm not talking about chasing green candles. I'm talking about once I got a pump, I took it and I moved on. And I did the same thing. I saw when LCX, I still have LCX is still part of my portfolio. It's not much, but LCX I got into around 3 to 4 cents.
Hey, that's a diamond exchange. I think it's the only one that's dealing with diamonds, if I'm correct.
It went from 4 cents. It went up all up to 36 cents. And at 36 cents, I mean, I took a lot of profit out.
Wow.
Yeah. And guess what? I took that. I took it out, and I was able to get into AITech at maybe it was maybe 17 cents at the time. I think I took the profits, and I saw AITech went up to 28, I think 31 or something, and it's I didn't take profits then, and I'm I should take some. Right? When I was consolidating my portfolio, I'm saying to myself I'm getting rid of all the old tokens. I'm getting rid of everything. I'm going to just do everything all new tokens, and it's I got into I saw Algorand go down to 7-8 cents, and I'm getting out of Algorand. And but I bought heavily on around the 8 or 9 cents range, and that went up to 16, 17 cents. I got out.
Algo?
Yes. And I got up completely. Right. And then after getting out, I'm okay, I'm gonna just hold on to my positions and not try to ride the wave.
Right.
And then since then it's opportunity to take profits on the Kaspa. I didn't. I had an opportunity to take profits on Sui, even Sui I think is 7% or 8% of my portfolio. I didn't. I mean, it's back down again, but it's I got in at maybe in the 45-cent range, and it went up, and I'm yeah, I could just take profits, and I didn't. And I'm saying to myself now that I'm looking at it, it's easy to say now I should have just taken profits, hold USDT to the side, and to get into another new shiny project. And even though we're saying yes, it's going to 25x, It's going to 30x. It's going to 30x. You can make a 2x and get into something else. That's like, that's on a retracement. And then, to me, I think if I had continued that trend, maybe, and like I said, we're not buying into green candles. We're just simply, we're paying attention to the market. We're making sure we're evenly spread between narratives, and we getting in at a low entry, and we're not aping in, and then after the pump, let's move on. Think about it.
Well, look, I think for a lot of people, it's difficult to when you juggle the day work, 9 to 5, mining USDT, and then this is happening on obviously any given moment. The pumps happen, or and you're not chasing it. I love the fact that, for example, there is a clear trade right now on Celestia.
Oh, my phone died.
Look how he froze.
No. Man, that is legendary. Grabbing the charger on Matrix style. But listen, I think the point Joseph is making is valid. I just think sometimes, when we did the, I remember we called few trades. They were simply trades, and Destro was one of them. Guys, we get in at now like 12 cents or whatever it was, 11 cents. This is going to 54 cents. It did. A lot of people made 3-4x, but it was something that was based on an insider knowledge. Take it back to the community. What the danger is, like for example, Celestia is going to have a major unlock, right? So if anything happens up till October, you could make a small, good amount of money, but get in and out. The risk with trading your bags is always the fact that you are not going to sleep well at night, in my opinion.
No, but we could make a new strategy, like for example, we got a portfolio, no? We are laddering out, and perhaps 10% or 5% of what we are laddering out, we could just use it for these swing trades to get in and out, to create, it's a bull market. We got to we got to be
rotate.
There. We have to make the money.
Absolutely.
And like a parallel strategy.
Yeah, I think that you're 100% right, and I think it's I think what we need to probably do, if we're going to make it as successful for everyone as we can, I think we need to create a swing trade channel.
What is happening?
Wait. Sorry, guys. Wait. Let me. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Wow. Guys, it looks like we're still here. Yeah, I just muted the legend. But anyway, I think that's a fantastic idea, bro. I think where we should be able to have a channel, maybe at least to share ideas of, guys, I'm trading this or I'm trading that. I think because there's so many tokens where we could actually completely double our portfolio in a very short space of time in the bull market. Yeah, you're 100% right, bro.
Yeah, like at least 5% of the laddering out to invest it and to make that. I want to
like
make
$200 and just go together.
Alephium. Sorry, I wanted to make a question about Alephium. Is Alephium going to have an unlock around these days? Is that a fact? I think you've talked about Alephium having an unlock. Or perhaps I'm mistaken.
Yes, it did already.
It did already. Okay.
Last month, yeah, a major one. And to be honest,
okay. No, I
the
thought
price
today,
literally it was eaten up because of obviously they announced Bitmain and few other mining major mining companies. So yeah, that's already happened. I need to just double check. I'll reshare that with everybody. There's a schedule that I posted. It's on the Patreon, I think, and on the Discord as well. But I'll reshare that with you because the
We'll
unlocks
find
on
that.
here are very, very small. So
Okay.
$50, bro. We are in Lambo territory. $70, new wife money territory. I hope she's not listening. Joe's back.
Wife changing money.
Oh,
So and
no, my phone, bro. You just did the Matrix on us.
my phone died.
I wanted Clifford to talk about those power of those Poe project of Poe Crypto.
Yes.
So,
I actually posted in the private chat. There is a list of proof of work coins that I'm currently looking at, or already hold, should I say? Because most of those I actually already hold. But yeah, I mean, I've been looking at a lot more different projects over the last 12 months, I would say. For me, like, I've gone through my whole phase of just chasing profits. See, proof of work mining opens up a whole different avenue when it comes to crypto. If you've never exposed yourself to proof of work, like actually doing the mining side of it, it gives you a very different appreciation for how people make really good money. Because you get in, it's way before they've got any listings. If you get on early enough, you've got massive block rewards for mining. So the profit margin can be huge. I did it with Bitcoin, done it with Dynex, Kaspa, and a few others. So, but for every good one that I find, I said this to DXB when he was talking to me about it, was for every one, there's probably 50 terrible ones.
Yeah.
So,
but it's great because you audit
better returns. Better returns though, because you're getting in before they've even listed.
So how profitable? I mean, I've never really mined crypto, like literally never set up a mining rig.
Last time when I was doing Ethereum, I was earning anywhere between 140 to 250 a day.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah. Per day.
That's retirement money, man.
How much electricity bill? Like the power? Like
$1,400 a month.
Big profit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big profit.
Yeah, and that was with 92 graphics cards. So, yeah. And I've got friends that have got farms that are like 5 times bigger than that.
Yeah.
I'm literally going to go head over to his next week. He's got nearly 300 GPUs in his garage in America. He's retrofitted the whole garage to be a mining farm, basically.
He probably running solar panels.
No, no, he's not.
No.
HOA won't allow it. The HOA won't allow him to.
On the grid.
What? You just gave me a great idea, man. I've got a massive space facing a 5 hours, 8 hours of sun, 50-degree heat, uninterrupted, no clouds. I'm just like, what? So what would you say? I mean, what is the maximum number of GPUs to make decent amount? I mean, or minimum, say 300. 300 GPUs nowadays. I mean, China's not too far from me, by the way.
So when I flipped all of my GPUs last bull cycle and moved all of my equipment over to the States for cheaper electric, I went from 92 graphics cards down to just under 50, and I'm still profitable with 50. Wow. Yeah.
With 50.
But I know people that, the bigger you go, the more expensive it gets. So you have... It can't really be a 1 in 50 chance then when your overheads are that high. You have to be hitting like 1 every 20, realistically.
So, great question here. Is this, What would you think?
Depending on which algorithm and which coin, yes. Kaspa, for example, ASICs make much more sense now.
Okay. Gotcha.
Alephium's just actually got ASICs. Radiant is got a hidden ASIC on it right now. There's a company that's actually building one and they're testing it on chain. There's a few right now that have all sort of transitioned to ASIC.
What do you think? What do you think it happened to Cadena, to KDA, that project that it
So KDA got this is the unfortunate downside with ASICs, right? If they come onto a network before a network is ready, and Kaspa almost fell a victim of this as well, right? If they come on too quickly, unless there's really big backing, they'll hit rock bottom.
Okay.
KDA got that treatment. They had ASICs way too soon. I think it was like 3 months after they launched, they had ASICs on their network, which is really bad if it's not stable. So they had a real big problem. They're still recovering. They'll probably do all right in the next bull cycle. Not quite the kind of highs that people were expecting for it. But I guess profit is profit, you know. So anyone who got stuck with KDA will probably get a chance to get out of KDA. But
do you think it will surpass its all-time high? I don't think it. I don't think.
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't seen anything new around KDA for months.
Cadena?
Yeah.
Very little hype left around KDA at the moment. But then, I mean, it only needs one thing to spark it off, right? It's like a lot of projects. Some projects get that one big bit of news every 3 months. Other projects like Dynex, for example, are releasing news every day. I mean, the amount of times DXB messages me is like, I've just read again more news. It's like, how much are you guys going to put out? Like, we do a lot. We do put out a lot.
Oh, man. Well, I really got so many questions to make you, Clifford, you know, but it's so tough to, DM, you know.
Anytime, I'm always available. Caveman, I tell you. Caveman dropped me a message the other day. He was asking for some advice.
Awesome.
I'm always open for advice.
Okay. Awesome.
It is, honestly, guys, this has been an incredible marathon. Absolutely.
This is a long one for you.
Yeah, well, look, it's that time of the night when I look for DJ Place and buy alerts.
I thought you were going to say that time of the day again when the KFC arrives.
I've already done it. I
guarantee it's already there. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, very well. Bro.
Okay, just making sure. I got finally back to the office.
Hey, DXB, if you really want to go DJ, you really should check what Joseph said, this IconX stuff. Because I am reading all the time about IconX.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And, man, I'm starting to getting really bullish on this one.
Bro,
because when we talk about gaming, many people often says that Web3 gaming won't be that good like Web2 gaming. Yes, people won't convert to playing Web3 because those games won't be that good. But what I'm seeing now with IconX, they are trying to become something like Game Hub and give people opportunity, those Web2 gamers, to play their favorite games, but play to earn those Web2 games, you know, like they really implementing something with Counter-Strike to have something like play to earn, you know.
And the site,
maybe that's the approach.
Have you seen the site, bro? It's so like the game looks good.
Yeah, and also like it's 700 million market cap, I think, IconX.
Yeah, and 700K.
Man, the volume is very good too. Over $200,000.
Fully docked.
DXB.
Yeah.
As I sell my
Dolphin needs to get on here next time.
Bro?
Caveman, you can start selling your Kaspa, IconX, you know? IconX.
No, 100K was the lowest I planned on ever going. I'm there. I'm actually a little bit under. Thanks to Cliff.
It's no, definitely that is 718K.
But really check this out because it's really interesting.
I did. I actually bought it. I did a buy alert on this. But
yeah, but I also checked it like in April, I think, when it pumped, and now when I went to the website, it's very different project right now.
It looks. I mean, it looks. To be honest, the volume 16%. Damn, 700K. What's the fully diluted? It's 12% circulating.
Yeah, and I even checked the vesting schedule because they have like unlocks every day, but it's very small amounts.
Tiny.
It's like 2x dilution and to the November of 2025. So it's good.
Well, it's definitely better than our game.
Yeah.
You see, have a look at our game.
Better than shrapnel, and you posted shrapnel alert.
Man,
yesterday.
I love shrapnel, bro. I'm telling you now, when that thing, I genuinely believe, especially being at all-time low. So I was buying a dead chart, literally, because yesterday it went up and it went down, and I was holding shrapnel before anyway. But have a look at our gains, because this thing here fully diluted at 1.1 million, 1 million with crap tokenomics, dead chart, everything to run away from. But since we're talking about a 247K market cap, right, and a listing on Mexi, Gate.io, BingX, I mean, this is, and it's on Solana, Radium. So Iconex is way better, but have a look at their website. I think the only thing I was concerned about here was the vesting schedule. But at 200K, I mean, what's the depth to move this? So in order to, in order to move this down by 2%, you got to sell $500 worth of tokens.
So what if we all buy at the same time and then we all sell right at the same time?
Nah.
Pump and down. We gotta treat this like a meme. This is exactly as Counter-Strike. It's a scam. This is a scam, or it's exactly as Counter-Strike. We gotta treat it like it is, We put the money in and we put the money out. Treat it like a meme.
Those are the best ones trading, man. Sometimes you gotta go.
Kevin probably doesn't even know what is Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike. I know how to Counter-Strike in a ring. That's about it. I don't know what Counter-Strike that
is. Oh man!
The last video game I played was my PS3. The last time I ever played a video game.
It's still good for cavemen.
My wife took it.
I thought you would say something like Atari.
Don't talk bad about Atari. Now,
Joe, you had a question.
2600 was pretty crap.
My question is: does anyone have a meme play they're planning on holding through the bull run? I mean, through the top of the bull run, that's below 50 million in market cap.
Yawn.
Very good criteria.
A gaming play.
Meme.
Gaming play. We want to get rid of. We're gonna hold it through the bull run. Get rid of it.
My bad.
Right. Yeah. And below 50 million in market cap.
Gaming or meme? Because I don't hear correctly. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Meme coin. Below 50 million. Yes. Plan to hold. I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like any trade. I'm talking about like we're gonna buy it and then we're gonna get rid of it like at the bull top of the bull run.
Okay.
Yawn.
Brett.
And Dionis.
But I'm holding.
I mean, mine is kind of weird, but I'm gonna do I hold it. No. Listen, I've had I mean, meme plays are not really part of my portfolio. Like, I got wrecked. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
like memes.
However, this meme coin held its weight throughout the entire to the downfall since the last 6 months or so, right? But it's capped with hat,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I've seen it. Yep.
But
Yep.
I got wrecked on Tuka. I got wrecked on I got wrecked on a bunch of coins. Like, and I thought I was getting in early, but guys get in, they take
They
their
pump it,
profits, and
get it out.
they're out. They're not waiting 2-3 days. They're not trying to.
No, because they're throwing a big chunk of cash in there, waiting for like a
Right.
quick 2x pump, and they're taking out tens of thousands of dollars at a time.
Right.
Yeah.
They got that other one, Mad. Have you seen that one, MAD?
No.
I have a little bit of that one. I got a little bit of Yawn, and I sold my Guinan actually and went back down, and I sold it at break even.
Are those all under 50 million?
I don't think Guinan is. I know Yawn is, and I know Mad is 100%. I know for a fact.
Okay.
I think Yawn's
Yeah.
probably like 17, 18 million, and Mad is probably way lower than that. I'll look for it. Let me see.
Well, check this out. Foxy is 25 million. Linear, MetaMask. Was it MasterCard or I can't remember what the deal was, but that whole credit card setup. So if Linear gets attention, I think Foxy will definitely rip at 25
Yeah, that's the
million
only one
mark.
on Linear too, right? Or
Yeah,
it's the first one at least, right?
Yeah, so that's the
Yeah.
main chain mascot. Then you've got Wojak. So never sleep on Wojak. Wojak sits on what, $30 million? Wojak is something that will pump with Pepe for sure.
What is that NPC at?
Which one?
NPC?
NPC is like over
NPC.
200 million.
It's
Really? I don't know. I know Yawn and Mad are both around 17 million.
No, 120 million NPC.
it's
NPC.
come down a bit. But
But
from there,
Landwolf on Solana, it's like this narrative like Brett, because it's this Matt Fury character. It's like 30 million market cap.
oh wow,
It's
that's
on-
crashed a lot.
It's on Solana, Landwolf, yes.
That was over 100 million. I mean, that in
Yeah.
5 days or something, he went absolutely
It went
insane.
crazy.
Yeah, that's a good shout actually. $32 million for Landwolf.
What about that Duco? DUKO. I keep seeing that on Twitter.
Everyone talks about. I've never really checked the chart on. Is it Dukio? It's owned
Yeah, I
by.
think it's DUKO. I think it's just DUKO. I don't.
There's that influencer who I think it's an influencer coin.
Oh, really? Yeah, I had no idea.
$11 million in market cap. Then you've got.
Super Trump is only 9 million.
Super Trump, great call. What about MAGA hat?
Which one? The
MAGA hat.
MAG. What about MAGAA? That's the one that actually Don Jr. has actually did interviews
Yeah, but it's
in front of their thing.
it's over 100 million.
No, the other MAGA. So there's just one called
There's
MAGA
MAGA hat.
with
the hat.
with the hat, right? So this
Yeah.
one is just MAGA, and it's $21 million. 8 million in volume, by the way, guys. So
Yeah.
had a bit of a sell-off.
Because Trump coins also pumped today.
Yeah, but this one's actually what 1 day 1% up in terms of overall, but volume is down 11%, which is about 8 million. So it's getting a lot of traction. So that could be one. And then Andy O'Neath. Andy O'Neath is what, $50 million? Sorry, Andy O'Neath is $67 million. But below 50 million. Kimbo. If AVAX runs, I think AVAX meme coins will come back. So
Yeah, and also watch out for Tron meme coins, because this Tron stuff of what happened yesterday, Sandox. Man.
Yes, no, absolutely. Absolutely,
Pull up the daily chart on MOG Trump.
I'm telling you, like Sepril
a rug
all
pull.
day yesterday. Sepril yesterday was like this all day. Yeah.
Really? That's his thing. I don't know. I just saw it. Look at the chart. You see it?
Oh, Mock Trump looks.
You see it on the daily. Go to the daily. That's insane. That's retarded. Or even the hour. It doesn't even matter which one you go.
Can you
They
share?
both look
Can you share
horrible.
the screen, DXB?
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, look at this. Jeez,
let me see.
This is horrible. It looks like a separate coin.
Man, that is an incredible dump.
Man, I don't know. I'm not on his group, but I wonder what shit was he posting yesterday when those Trump.
I know, right? It makes you want to go look.
Happened, man. Like
wait till you see this thing.
San Shiba.
It's still got like $1 billion market cap though. Unless it's wrong. You see it though? Am I right?
I see, yeah, it's so let me see if I can share the
man, like Sepril destroyed trading memes on Solana, then he went to base, destroyed the base. Now he's going to Tron. Man.
Yeah, this thing is insane.
Dude, it's I don't know what this is, but
this looks definitely like something Sepril would have traded.
Oh my God! Fuck, man!
This is
a really nice wave to sell.
Man, this is like Dow Jones 100 years ago.
Whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa!
Crazy. But it still has $1.7 billion market cap. Still at this price.
This is the map they give you when you go and climb.
Man, this is like U.S. stock markets 100 years ago. Like
yeah, 1929. Yeah,
this is
easy.
Dow Jones like 100 years ago. I saw this chart, man.
No, listen, these are the base camps of K1. This is when you go and climb Everest, guys, after the bull run. This is base camp one.
That's where my cave is at the very top. So haters can't come.
right in that wedge.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, what's the story behind this? I mean, it's quite.
I have no idea. I just saw it. I don't know.
Man,
I literally just saw it.
Man, look, Dow Jones Industrial Average. It's playing.
I typed in Trump, and that's what showed up.
Subprime mortgage lending.
That's the new ninja loan chart.
This proves
that
no
income, no job chart.
This proves that U.S. stock markets is a meme coin too.
All of it's a meme coin.
Right.
Yeah, guys,
and we are looking for utilities on crypto. When U.S. stock market has meme coins, like the biggest index is a meme coin.
Right. Yeah.
This whatever that chart is, that should become a meme, man. Fuck, look at this. That scares me. I mean, look, somehow I no longer have the energy for meme coins as I once did. Because honestly, it's like, how it's almost like the definition of greed. Like I used to sit here, I was so lucky to find Pepe 2023. And guys, I bought 20 billion of them. I had no idea what I had. I just thought, you know what, look at these zeros, like they remind me of Shiba Inu. Right. This is like March, April 2023. 2 weeks later, half of it goes onto the Binance listing. I was driving from Dubai to Abu Dhabi, and I looked at my wallet, and I thought, what's just happened? And I remember pulling over in the desert. I was like, I cannot move another kilometer without selling half of this, and I sold half of it. Bro,
yeah, and with that money you ordered Ubercopter.
Man, I was
Ubercopter. There you go.
I was like, I need to go and get a massage tonight, because at this rate, I can't go home like this. This is an incredible win. Anyway, further down the line, I'm like, okay, towards the start of November, I need to liquidate half of this Pepe. So sold another 5 billion. I was like, man, best trade I made last year. Kaspa and Pepe, and both of those. I mean, Kaspa was a bit more calculated because Kaspa was actually quite big. If you remember, I think I spoke to Cliff about this. Kaspa was huge on Reddit, and I'm always in Reddit anyway for alpha, right? You know, scavenging for, you know, you find
Reddit?
something, right? Yeah, it's like, you know, you go to a nightclub, you know, you dance with a nice girl, and then for the next 6 months you're posted in that same nightclub, thinking lightning's gonna strike twice, but nothing happens. So I found Kaspa through Reddit, and then I kept on going back to Reddit. I'm like, oh man, that's it. I'm gonna find the next Kaspa there. No luck, man. But those two trades, literally, that and the Solana that I had from the last cycle, they kept me afloat. But most people think when I start the whole idea of starting a fresh portfolio, I was sick and tired of holding those tokens, man. Honestly, like, for example, you know, I had to, because, you know, sometimes our worst enemies is ourselves, right? You know, I love doing research, man. I love looking for new tokens, and then once I find the token, I actually add to it. And
I stayed at Solana at $10.
No, on that infamous night.
I got a buddy of mine. He was buying thousands of dollars over that $10.
Oh, bro!
Like, dude, wow, crazy!
You must have watched Superman, because November 2023, and I listen.
No, you know why I got the idea. You know who said it was going to zero?
Yeah,
the other big YouTuber at the time that was saying it was going to zero.
The man himself,
BitBoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I faded it
after FTX crash.
Yeah, he was in the Bahamas outside of the hotel, man. Every night.
Yeah.
Dude,
I tell you what, I am extremely interested in this lawsuit thing going on. I'm like enamored with it. I can't wait for everything to come out. It's driving me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like a schoolboy waiting for the gossip on the girl from next door or something, you know.
But you know, honestly,
I'm dying to hear what happened.
Soundbite Buffet was living like a king in the Bahamas.
Bro, he was like, look, he's over there.
He was living like a king.
He was living in that whole damn building.
Yeah.
But
he was
the
like a
sad thing
celebrity in the Bahamas.
But because he was paying off the police and you know,
everybody.
You
know, I gotta say, I was lucky. I didn't have $1 on FTX. I had nothing. I was lucky.
There's a part of me.
People still live in condos and apartments he bought. He bought condos.
He bought them outright.
Well, bro, did you see his girl? I mean, I used to think in the bear market, there was one of the funniest memes in Twitter. I'll try and find it and post it.
Yeah, this ugly bitch from Alameda.
Yeah.
I gotta say that it's really a harsh ecosystem.
Well,
you know,
that
this
was one ugly bitch, man.
Yeah, bro.
You got Solana,
what's
you
her
got
name?
Luna.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Guys, we're laughing
the one
about
who did the
this.
interview and says, "Yeah, we don't use stop losses. That's not
Wait,
good."
Before we move on, guys, there was a guy who posted on Twitter one day, when we at the depths of the bear market. No, yeah, Caroline, whatever her name was. So you know when we had, obviously, you know, when Bitcoin went to 16K, whatever. Okay, a guy that I used to, one of my mates, he posted her picture, and it was like, who was the other actress? One of these models or whatever. He goes, yeah, 2021 cycle. Thank you very much. My portfolio was like this. So everybody thought, okay, wow, man, he's with a supermodel or whatever. And he goes, do you want to see my portfolio now? And then he posted SBF's girlfriend.
They got a meme. Wait, they got a meme going on right now. Well, it's a little old,
Holy
but
fuck.
it was with the Trump economy. He had some supermodel, and then they said the Biden economy, and they had Dylan Mulvaney in tights. You know, the Bud Light dude. I'll find it. I'll post it in the Discord because it is hilarious. Oh, it's hilarious.
Let's post that, man. Let's post that.
I definitely will. I'll find it.
Guys, there's a part of me that tells me, because he donated so much to the politicians, he's probably going to get pardoned in some way, I think. I mean, it may sound strange,
out early,
but you know, right? Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of people, I think, you know, who were like, that was like maybe an ally to the political elite.
Yep.
You know, I think this ending of this administration right now
Thank God.
will be a gift to them. And there's something inside of me that just tells me like he is not going to spend the entire time,
Yeah.
you know, in serving that sentence. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, think about this.
it's
Nobody gave back their money. Nobody had to. I mean, what's the Maxwell?
well,
She didn't give her back her money.
Yeah, she
But
went off.
none of them have given back their money.
no,
Like they talked
I
about it, but as of now, nobody's giving money back.
right.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's
I heard news that FTX will give money back in November this year.
Oh no,
16
no, I'm
billion,
talking about
right?
the politicians that were bribed
Ah, okay, sorry.
haven't had to give their money back.
Ah, okay,
right.
sorry.
And I think that's a you know, that's an indictment on our media because I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I
Okay.
could tell you, you know, the reason why
Oh man,
the
I'm sorry. So
politicians
you got to deal with
on both
AOC all
sides,
the time.
right, on both sides are able to do what they want to do simply because you know the media will allow them to do nothing.
Yep.
And sorry to say, most people, the vast majority of people who's going to go out and vote are uninformed on what's going on. But there's just
Yep.
something inside of me that just tells me like he's gonna get off.
He's going to
I
get
mean,
bailed out.
yes,
Mm.
he's gonna get off.
I think that's why they were trying so hard to get him out of the jail in Bahamas, because I think that would have been the only place that he might have stayed. Because
he don't
somebody
want
could
to
have
stay in
paid
the
them off easier to keep him in.
Nah, he don't want to stay. He don't want to stay in the jail in the Bahamas.
That's what I'm
You know-
saying. That's why they were trying to get him
Yeah.
out so bad. Yeah.
Yeah, he was
You know-
crying. He was
You know, in
crying.
the past, it was easy for criminals to bury some money or gold somewhere, but now, you know, how do you
But-
bury a ledger?
But
He
but,
deserves
Right.
the worst, man. He
Yeah.
deserves
but
it.
he still has a lot of assets and money in the Bahamas right now.
Oh, really?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
God.
yeah,
So do his parents.
yeah. Like
He's
you
from, he's from a
know,
wealthy family, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and his parents, especially his
Yeah.
mother, they're very connected.
And
you
You know,
gotta
connected.
they're
realize,
Yep. Very
you know,
connected
the Bahamas,
and very wealthy.
the Bahamas is a tax-free place, so you have a lot of assets there in the Bahamas. No tax
And
here.
for all we know, he's living like jail, like in the Goodfellas movie. You know, slicing his garlic with a razor blade. I mean, who knows? I know if that was me, I'd be under the fucking jail. Trust me, I know. Been there. They don't give a fuck about me.
Guys, I want to ask, you know, since I've gotten into crypto, I've been like very vigilant on like emails and links, and lately I've been seeing like a lot more creative ways scammers are like using to like try to send me stuff. And a few weeks ago, I almost clicked on a what looked like was a Coinbase, looked like it was like a Coinbase an email saying, "Hey, you withdrew 0.01 BTC from your account. Click to confirm."
Yeah.
I mean, it looked.
Has the fake DXB tried to get you on Discord yet?
Oh yeah, 100 times.
No, I
Yeah,
actually
he
no.
He sent me something to a Coinbase wallet that I didn't even open.
That's the old scam, Dad.
Yeah.
That's old.
If people are
Yeah.
new to crypto, stay off Telegram. Telegram
Yeah.
will surely get you.
Yeah.
Like Telegram is the
Way
crypto.
up Telegram, man.
Listen, Telegram is so dangerous. People don't know that. Like that's one of the most dangerous places when it comes to crypto. Like stay off Telegram.
I mean,
Hello, I'm new in
honestly,
crypto. Can you help me?
Yeah. Stay off
See,
Telegram.
it's a little easy for me to avoid everything
Come
because,
to this page.
like
I'll
I
help you.
told DXB about 9 months ago, I quit paying every credit card bill, every bill that I don't need to live, and I've been putting everything into crypto because after the bull market, I won't need credit. I'll just pay everything off. Seriously, I actually did that. Now, don't do what I did.
No financial advice. Huh?
So not financial advice. But so I don't even answer emails. I don't answer phone calls. I don't answer. I don't even open text that I don't know the number from. So I just block everything. So I don't. I may be getting those things all day long. I don't even know.
Well,
I mean, Cliff, you've probably seen every trick in the book, right, Cliff?
Pretty close. I don't. I've even had to go as far as, and I'm surprised DXB probably hasn't gone this far, because, you know, given that he's on YouTube and a public figure, I've even gone as far as having to phone my bank and say, if my voice phones you up saying this, you're to immediately hang up and phone me back.
To make sure
the voice synthesization, like synthesizing now on using AITech to basically generate a voice, is almost indistinguishable from reality now.
Hey, did y'all catch that? You saw how you put AITech into that little sentence?
Well, deep fake AI, thanks to Superman, it's causing us a real headache. But listen, you know, honestly, all I would say is, it's one thing that I keep ordering, and it's these.
YubiKeys? Is that
man? Literally, so crypto in cold storage, number one, and don't have one wallet, or, you know, even two wallets, you know, 3 or 4 wallets, whatever, and just take precautions, you know, split the money. You never know what's going to happen. And it's the same with fiat and even stable coins, because after the bull market, we're going to have a new nightmare about regulation and whatever. And you know, that's why sometimes the best thing, I was saying the other day on our live, I'd like to be in 70% cash, you know, in those bear markets, because look, it's very hard for, you know, normal currency to have that kind of effect. But if you're cashing out 100%, it's risky. If you're cashing out or if you're staying 100% in stable coins, it's risky as well. But the best thing to do, like I think Adam makes a fantastic point, as much as you can, where you can, always have a phishing code, right? Because sometimes if it's not
that there's one on your bank card,
a phishing code,
yeah, all bank accounts have it. Put your PIN number in the backwards.
As a well, here's the funny thing.
Put your PIN in backwards when you're next to an ATM.
Well, this is why I'm encouraging everybody to move to Dubai after they make their money,
because that is actually a thing built into all banks now.
There's hanging here.
So that if you're being held at gunpoint or anything like that, what it'll do is effectively it'll allow it to come out, right? And then they'll also alert the authorities at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad I'm in the UAE, bro, because
I never heard of that. I never heard of that.
Yeah,
it's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible. But you know, to the point where, you know, there's a gun to your head. You know, I think life is sucks then, isn't it? Like, fuck the keys, man. There's the ledger, and this is the code. Now, fuck off. Take your gun.
Me, it's not worth it.
It's also always another bull market, man. We know what we're doing, but you know, at the same time, it's like, listen, you know, when you make money in this space, you've got to de-risk. And one thing that I'll always encourage everyone, and like the other day I was saying, listen, you know, try for different citizenships, you know, have several bank accounts, multi-currency, not just one. Because in the West, one of the, you know, we seem to think that we have more freedom in the West, and I've never been more free in my life than the time I've been in Dubai, man. Never. Fuck the elections. Fuck all of that. Like, my life is in secure hands. Nobody can go on that. Yeah, man. It sometimes it's just like, what do I get, man? Like, I was talking to my mom when I was in London. I was like, look, we're gonna vote. Yo, yeah, Labour, Conservative. It's all the same bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Same shit, different day, bro. Like, you know, it takes people's energy. And there was somebody, Alex Becker posted. He was like, if you're not worth $500 million, don't talk about elections, man. It's like,
You better not talk about it, man.
Yeah,
You better
gotta
be in
see
the election.
you gotta be in the election to participate to change the macro status. That's why we've got a
Of course.
a couple of accounts, different bank accounts, multi-currency, just to bet against to hedge your, because I'm seeing a lot of what we consider to be draconian measures in Western liberal societies. I'm not worried about my Dubai bank account ever being frozen, but trust me, my HSBC or Barclays Bank in London, I'm sweating all the time. Like, I'm gonna get a Revolut, I'm gonna get a Monza, I'm gonna get a building society if you're in the UK. Like, we've got these types of bank accounts, but you've got to de-risk and have different money in different places, get Dubai residency, look into Singapore in the next cycle anyway. And most importantly, man, start a business in or away from crypto. I think that's the other thing. Like, we're gonna get this money in, but what happens with money that comes in, man? It goes out, and there's a whole different financial education when it comes to. Yeah, bro, go ahead.
I just have a question. I mean, for those who are, and then I'm just asking a question, just to see where the panel thoughts are on this. Do you think it might be a good idea to stake USDC with like a Coinbase, and just live off the 5%, rather than just and I know I may get some pushback on that, and the reason why I say that is this. I mean, I think if I'm going to keep my coins on any exchange, it's going to be Coinbase. And if you're lucky to to make $1 million or $2 million in the bull run, and Coinbase is offering you a 5% on USDT, I mean, if you've already had like a frugal type lifestyle, I mean, 5% on $1 million plus, I think is a significant amount of money.
You would be crazy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't risk putting 1 million on exchange. Just
yes, yes, but we're talking about Coinbase.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we're not talking about like we're not talking about Binance.
The bank of the world, man.
No. What I'm saying is with Coinbase, it's like, I mean, I think with the SEC's under the SEC's jurisdiction, I think you're as good as having your money in like a Citibank, and Citibank will only insure your funds to 250,000, right? But Coinbase is going to guarantee your funds, whatever that amount is. So, what are your thoughts on that?
It's nice.
Personally, I watched The Matrix when I was young, and that damaged me for life. I'll be honest with you. It's almost. I mean, again, the type of money we're talking about. Let's say they offer me 5% yield. I know I can actually make 5% with that type of money, doing something with it. Like, just staying active myself, and rather than having to earn through the yield. Binance offer it here. We've got another massive regulated exchange by the UAE government that offers that exact same service as Coinbase.
Oh, well, okay. Well, see, the thing is, the reason why I said Coinbase is because I said I'm in New York, but if I was a resident of the UAE, then obviously I would do that equivalent.
Even this one, I've never been tempted, because I think for me, after 4 years of slugfest, sleepless nights, just the element of the unknown, regardless of the size of the, even with the banks. So I'm talking about some assets. I'm talking about maybe, renting a property, something in the physical form, buying a couple of apartments, why not? And letting some liquid money come back to me in other ways. But I've never trusted post bull market. I've never really, especially staking. I've lost some money previously as well. Maybe that's because of past experiences. Crypto. You know what crypto is like, right? And I'm not talking about Terra Luna, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think that I'm sorry, but I think the key is to diversify. We are learning about this kind of investments, and diversify. Perhaps thinking in as DXB says, as buildings and banks, gold, SIP, and another kind of stocks out of crypto. I think diversifying is the key to maintain the money and circulating the money and a little bit of liquidity. No. I would never put 1 million in one place. Just diversify it.
Yeah,
Why
I think
not?
preserving it's there's the stuff we were talking about the other day, and I think you're 100% spot on. Creating wealth and preserving it are two different skills, and I think the big shock for everybody, honestly, and this is why people again don't sell, because greed kicks in. You're going from, say, for example, on a low end, if you've got a 10,000 or 20,000 portfolio and it's 500k or 6, 7, 800k or even a million, strange things can happen in this cycle. So who's ever dealt with $1 million like in their first ever time of doing this? So I think just going to bed at night, and it's happened to me. The pressure with money is sometimes way more stupid than pressure being broke or hustling. You've got this one mindset. You want to get to 500k or $1 million and nothing else. You don't even see family sometimes. The way we are. We're chopping away. So my thing is this: once that money comes in the past, I've made mistakes. I've staked some stuff, and at times I try to go through the flash route. What do I buy? Stupid cars or whatever, and it all fizzles out. I think preserving that money, I don't know. I think Coinbase is trustworthy. I think the jurisdiction is important as well. Like you said, the SEC yield. A lot of the big boys do actually play this game. But for them, $1 million is what they'll stake $5 million or whatever, and maybe they've made 10. If our fortunes are at a level where we can actually lock away that $1 million because we've made 5 or 4 or whatever, then I think that's a good risk versus reward. But if I'm making my first couple of million or million in the cycle, I'm taking that shit, man. I'm gonna be like Scarface every night. No,
I mean, let's look at it from like most people don't have business experience. Like when I got into crypto, it was a struggle for me. It was a real struggle for me to. I didn't know the difference was ERC20 tokens were like I sent tokens. It was just like. It was nerve-wracking, right? So, the reason why I started a conversation of, hey, what 5 tokens you'd put in as a newbie coming in today, because you could be one of the newbies that come in and like hit a meme coin or whatever, and you put in 10,000 or 1,000 and you get 1,000x and you have $1 million. Like, you've never ran a business before. You've never had like a supervisor position in the business to understand. You don't have the infrastructure around you for people to say, hey, do this, do that. So I think resorting to a company like Coinbase or whatever that equivalent is in your jurisdiction that could at least preserve your wealth, to me, I think is a valid option.
Yeah, I think also as well. I think as long as you can mitigate the risk, like I said, it's all going to be relevant to the amount, in my opinion, that you're putting out there it's going to work for you anyway. You're putting it to work. So as long as it's relative to the size of your gains and what you're willing to, like the guys were saying in the chat, no institution is big enough not to fail. Enron, go back to history, you know, these.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, these
and
mofos have a way.
what about capital gain taxes for those 5%?
I mean,
yeah, but is that short-term capital gains or long? Because over in America, you got a difference of short and long-term capital gains to consider.
Okay.
But if you haven't sold, you can't be taxed.
Okay.
Very true.
If you haven't sold, you can't be taxed. So if you're sitting on, if you're sitting on, like I said, then the reason why I said $1 million is because, like I haven't been to a brew room before, but in my situation, like if everything goes the way you know we anticipate, then maybe that's possible, right? And if that's possible, like, you know, my number one thing is like how do I maximize that without giving the government 3/4 of it or half of it? And it's like, if you haven't sold, if you're still holding on to the the USDT or USDC, because, you know, once we sell, we're going to put that in some sort of stable coin, right? Or what we might do is, you know, like we might hold it back in on our cold storage, and then maybe buy into Bitcoin or in the bear market. But whatever it is, it's like if you haven't cashed out in the US, then there are no tax implications on those funds. I mean, I'm not a tax accountant, by the way, so it's like, as you know, as far as I understand it, like that's the law. I mean, that's an interpretation of the law from my point of view.
Yeah, I think somebody is killing us one by one. The XP.
Yeah, we're all getting rugged. We're all getting rugged.
No, so I think you understand about accounting.
Gonza, I wanted to ask you, how's... Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Do you listen to me there?
I can hear you.
Hello.
You guys can do that. Yes.
I think we lost another one.
Awesome. I think that the most important thing is like risk management. You
I agree.
If I would make $1 million, I would talk to an accountant. If you are in the US, talk to an accountant and to a financial advisor. If you don't know how to, I don't know, to move the money or how to keep your money. But I would never put like 100% in one system. I'm from Argentina. A few years ago, a decade ago,
you guys have been suffering hyperinflation for years.
Yes.
Years, man. We got the banks in 2002. We got the banks frozen all of our money, all of our savings. So
yeah,
we don't trust anybody.
Right.
I don't trust anybody, any system. So if you could spread it with gold, spread it with stocks, spread it with crypto, spread it with all you can. Don't keep it all in coin.
And you know what? I appreciate, you know, you're giving us that point of view, especially being from a region where that's experienced the type of inflation you have. I mean, that's, you know, that's quite a point of view.
It's tough, man. I'm a professional lawyer and I'm making barely $700 a month, man. It's really difficult to save money here.
It's awful, right?
It's really difficult to progress. It's really difficult.
And to think, if
but
you
I
were
stay
in any
here
other
because
country, that would be 5 times as much in any other country.
Of course, man. But I got a family. I want to see my daughter, so I don't move away because I want to see her. I want to see her growing, you know. But returning to Joseph's point of view, what's your concern? I don't get what's your concern. Just spread the money all around.
No, my concern is that, you know, for the lucky 1%. You know, and I think we all going to be part of the 1%, and not lucky because what we're doing is strategic, but for the 1% who have, like I said, no real world experience of running the business, right? You know, looking into starting a business once you have the funds, I think might be a bit overwhelming because
Okay.
you might have you know a lot of people
Yeah.
saying, hey, you know, do this, do that,
Sorry,
do this, do that,
Joseph.
and
Joseph,
yes,
if we are in the 1% that we make it, we're all going to go to party to Dubai. We're gonna get a business meeting, and we're going to make a tech business for sure. I think for sure, if you
no,
want to make it,
I
you're
mean,
not going to put a coffee, a coffee
hey,
shop
Joseph,
listen,
or a
I
Joseph,
restaurant.
Joseph, are you married? Joseph, are you married?
yes,
Yeah.
22
So,
years.
Oh
okay.
wow,
So
bro.
because I wanted to say that if somebody is single, then they will be 1% lucky, and we, the married guys, we, in times like this, when we got these prices down a lot, we live in hell, you know. Like my wife, when she see the prices of the coins, we all, oh my
We're
god,
gonna
she
hide this.
goes
You're gonna
My
hide
crazy.
wife's into crypto more than I am.
I'm starting to thinking myself, man, who did I marry?
I don't,
She's
man,
crazy, man. She's crazy.
bro,
I mean, guys,
my wife was about to take this the other day, and she was like, "Oh, what's wrong with your USB?" I said, "Oh, this
Oh,
one.
jeez.
Huh? It's a Type C." She goes, "Yeah, I think I have an adapter." I said, "No, no, no,
My
no, it
God,
doesn't."
man.
Yeah, and yeah, just think what my wife thought when she saw my tangem with Shiba Inu image. You know, I got tangem card with Shiba Inu image.
Uh,
oh,
in Belton just
hey,
did it.
hey, and by the way, guys, I don't mean to, I was just, trying to get some feedback on what you guys think of that idea. Like, having a business, I think if could be a great idea. But me, based on what I've done before, like, I am going to take hey, I live on the 5% to 7% route. Like,
So
like I can move to El Salvador, like get a nice place in the beach that is like super cheap. You understand what I'm saying? And like, and with
that
that 5% live very comfortable.
Yeah,
listen,
I don't know where
it's
you live exactly, but for me, I recently discovered that very good business, like for a person with small budget like me, is being a host on Airbnb. You know, like me and my wife, we have a small house that she got from her grandparents, and we live in Poland, in the region that is close to the eastern border, but it is very tourist friendly. And I really discovered that there are people from whole country, and even we got guests from UK last month, even here in Poland, and they are
nice.
looking for that kind of places to live. They don't like hotels anymore. No, so this really gives good dry powder for crypto, you know.
That's fantastic. And I think, look, Chris has given us advice saying, look, never give your passwords to a scammer and crypto wallet to a wife.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But listen, you make some valid points over there. I think the Airbnb, I mean, a lot of, I know a few crypto guys that do Airbnb here in Dubai. Initially, the market was not as kind of mature, I'd say, as in the States or in Europe. But now it's pretty much like kind of caught up. But I think some other regions are obviously more profitable. But going back to your point, Joseph, it's like Koza said, and Gonzo, and everybody. Like, I think this idea that we've got this money, and now obviously some people, like you said, they don't have any business experience. So you know what I would say to that? The research right now, when the market goes up into the next before the next phase anyway. I think people should be learning, like somebody was saying, I think Adam, capital preservation is as important as creating generating capital. I think with the availability of the internet, with business ideas, with things that you can actually do to multiply the wealth, I think it's imperative that people actually learn self-development, man, because this is the one area we don't talk about. Like, for example, when I'm in Dubai, I'm not thinking about Dubai. Africa is like 2-hour flight here. It's 54 countries. Asia's just down the road. China, manufacturing hub of the world. You don't actually even necessarily everybody's talking about, everybody thinks about service business, like Airbnb, but then that starts with an investment. But what about other sectors? So I think
a lot to do with financial literacy too, like not just self-development. That's a big part of it, but I think a lot of people need more financial literacy in their life too.
So
I have a question.
Joey, actually, I have a question for you, bro, if you don't mind. So do you run your own business currently?
Yeah,
no, so it's funny. Joey. Oh, I'm sorry. Joey. I apologize. No.
JJ, I'm going to call you guys JJ.
But I have a question.
I apologize.
I have a question for Joe. Robinhood and Kraken, do they do APY on USDT too? Like, can you stake USDT on Kraken and Robinhood in the United States?
I don't know. I only deal with Coinbase.
Because they could be good options too, like to move your money around a little bit.
I mean, honestly, to be honest, my on-ramp is only Coinbase, and let me tell you something funny that happened to me. I used to be able to transfer funds directly from my have my debit card linked to Coinbase, and that was stopped. I tried linking my card back to it. It wouldn't link again. I called them. They told me that's an issue I have with my bank. I called up my bank. My bank said it's an issue with Coinbase. I tried it with another bank. It wouldn't work. So now my only on-ramp to Coinbase is to do a wire transfer. That's my only on-ramp. And it's like, like I asked DXB earlier, like, can you just live your life, your day-to-day life, just like using USDT in Dubai? And he said yes, with no taxes applied. So for me, I am somewhat looking for a structure that once I get it on there, like, there'll be no pulling out. The pulling out would be like, hey, like, pay for my place to live, my daily my daily consumption of whatever it is that I'm doing, but there won't be no onboarding of the funds. Like, most of them will be kept in cold storage and have enough where I could like use it in my day-to-day. But I don't intend to I honestly don't intend to get involved in business. I don't intend to do any of that. I actually intend to, when the market, I'm actually in real estate right now. I do have a few properties right now, and knowing the real estate market like I know now, and I can tell you this, right? I have videos online about real estate. I can tell you this. After that Michael Saylor talk at the Bitcoin convention, right? I'm not getting into real estate again. I don't want to buy real estate. I might as well just buy Bitcoin. I might as well buy Bitcoin.
Michael Saylor could convince anyone.
I mean, no, but listen, you have RFK, you have Trump. I mean, listen, the Harris administration have somehow pivot on their stance on crypto. And I mean, whether we believe them or not, like, with all what's happening in terms of like the adoption, like, to me, like, honestly, like I said, I have real estate property, and I'll tell you this, it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of hard work.
I own real estate in the Bahamas too, but
if I had taken those funds, and buy into the market, and I talk about Bitcoin at the time, whatever the price was, right, I would have been better off than I am today. right? And honestly, I'm looking to get out. Like I am looking to get out. Hopefully before this bull run.
Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the last 12 years. So yeah,
Absolutely.
If anyone was in Bitcoin from 2009, 2008,
2014, I got in.
Oh, he's a rich man.
That's why
you see, like look, a guy like Cliff.
Yeah,
a guy like Cliff, you know, who minds. Like, listen, Cliff, you gotta understand. Like when you talk, you gotta be careful because I got guys like me that'll pull up everything you. Listen, Cliff, I've seen you on mining chats. Like I watch miners and I listen to miners, and I've seen you in that chat, Cliff. You hear me? Like after you were introduced to this community, like you have a special set of eyes in you, and I'm telling you, like, and not because I just because I believe you're you know, I like what you're saying. I like the project. You know, like I've been looking further and more into Dynex, and it turns out that I was in the chat and I saw you in the chat, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like, you know, I understand, you know, when guys have me, I mean, when guys who have like much more experience than I do, if they're into something, or if they say, listen, you know, I've been in this for like X amount of years, like, you know, like I listen, I want to be where they're at. I want to get all the information that they have, so that way, like, I can look back and say, hey, you know, look, I think I did that, you know. So enough of that, but enough of me.
You guys see Iconet's little green candle?
Yes, I just wanted to say, who in the chat bought Icon X, because it went like 20. It went 20%.
Yeah, I bought some
during last hour.
20% in the last hour. Let's see.
Yeah, I bought a little bag.
Yeah, not bad.
Guys in the chat, comment if you bought Icon X.
I bought a little bag just now.
But before this pump?
No, I probably cost that pump.
I mean, yesterday I DCA'd into it, and I got me a little bag yesterday. Nothing much, $300. So.
Actually, Joseph, did I hear you right? You're down there in New York way?
I am, yes.
Oh, I'm going to be in Delaware on the 28th.
Oh no, I'm waiting till you the 20. No, you said you're going to be. No, you said you're going to be at the New York Stock Exchange. That's what you said.
Yeah, I'll be up there as well, but I visit up New York quite regularly, so got friends up there that have got family, so we go up there quite frequently when we're over. So if you're in the area and you got nothing to do, I'm more than happy to meet up for a.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, like, you know, like we'll keep in touch, you know.
Oh, can't hear you, DXB. You're on mute.
Hey, it's the caveman.
There we go.
Caveman muted me, man. I mean, thanks for letting me know, bro. I think Caveman's still around.
No, I got a message from Caveman. He's just been pulled over. He's currently waiting to get his ticket.
No way.
Yeah.
Caveman's currently in a shootout.
His bad
with
day
the
just
police.
keeps going from bad to worse.
No, if he doesn't post the ticket, I don't believe it. He has to post the ticket on Discord.
Oh man,
typical Caveman, right? Gets done on his long, and now he's going to get a ticket to go on top as well.
Guys, I love this comment, by the way, by AT. I think this is a real legendary comment, and you know, it's like we don't give a shit. And I love the fact that, you know, that's a beautiful comment. We should pin that, man, because this is our attitude in this group. We're gonna make money, because I think if we could be this cool right now, man, every crew out there is depressed. I've seen people, man. I was like, man, we love you, don't jump. You know, one of my mates called me today. It's like, man, I'm 70% down, and to be honest, he's 70% is significant. It was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, man.
I mean, honestly, you don't want to see what my portfolio is down.
But
I mean, I
listen,
just sent you on Discord my portfolio, by the way.
On Discord.
And
Holy
you
crap.
can probably tell how much my portfolio's down.
I mean, Cliff, when you say your portfolio, you're excluding Bitcoin out of that, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's in there. Oh, it's
right.
not in
No, yes, right.
I'm
Yes,
excluding Bitcoin from that. Otherwise, it's it's a high
Michael
seven-figure
Saylor.
number.
Michael
Right.
Saylor will be envy of this. This is, listen, all I can say, all
DXB. Share it in the Discord, DXB.
that is honestly, this is I'm gonna have to one by one. I think we'll come into a private chat. So take a peek. No, but listen, honestly, for you to be this humble, and you know, this level-headed OG, you know.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've made my fair share of mistakes. Just I've had a little bit more luxury than most, right? Because I got in so early on a lot of projects that I get a little bit of luxury to make some wrong choices without it being. Well, don't get me wrong, it's disastrous when I make a mistake like that, but it's not disastrous like some people, right, where they make that mistake. Because I've got
this thing here is an exchange. Man's got bigger holdings than Mexi.
Hey, share it, DXB, share it.
Oh man, I've got to come to terms with it first, bro. Like, I'm actually looking over my shoulder. You just made me paranoid, bro.
Like I say, when I first started mining Bitcoin, I was mining 1 BTC a week.
So should we start an exchange, bro?
I've probably got enough liquidity.
You know, they said, you know, before, you know, Ronaldo after Pele, you know, Messi after Maradona. This is Michael Saylor after Cliff.
Honestly, that's not even. I wouldn't even say that's a big portfolio. It does. I mean, technically, it would classify me as a BTC maxi, which
you bet, bro.
I hate that term.
And you know what's funny, right? Most of us are selling crypto, right? Cliff goes to the exchange. Can I please have my proof of reserves? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, guys, I was
remember we still don't know who Satoshi is.
The real Satoshi, the real Slim Shady.
It wouldn't be the first time that's been suggested.
Let's put this in perspective, right? Back then, Cliff would mine 1 BTC a week. I listened to a podcast with Robert Kiyosaki, and he revealed that he has 60 BTC. Right? 60. Right? I mean, and this guy's a BTC bull, by the way, Robert Kiyosaki.
He's a billionaire as well.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, and to think that, you know, you're mining 1 BTC per week, like, wow.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of BTC.
My God, man. It's really nice to have.
Yeah, and
it's really nice to be here,
weeks,
man.
They took his power off.
Oh, man, Cliff just said to us tonight on the live, I don't know what you heard.
For me, the BTC is for my family, right? That's for my kids and my grandkids.
It's more. I mean, how many grandkids have you got?
So I've got 4 adopted kids and 9 grandkids.
Oh wow!
And the eldest grandchild is now old enough to give me great grandkids. So yeah, that's not something that's ideal.
What are we gonna do with the other 200,000 BTC?
I mean,
that's so nice, man.
Each of the kids have got BTC. All the grandkids have got BTC. I'm now slowly cycling that around and putting more away for them. So they've all got hardware wallets. But the rest of the crypto is for me and the wife to enjoy, you know. So BTC was always a long-term play for much further down the road, whereas my other crypto investments are for more like, you know, the next couple of years.
Well, here's the thing: if you're auditing other proof of work cryptocurrencies for fun, by the way, this guy runs a company, right? He does code audits. And who was that? Who was that project that you caught?
Fulminaire.
So and Pyron as well.
Was Coulson. We found something
Coulson.
that wasn't right. We reached out to the dev. He quickly patched that up and fixed it. We probably do.
Who was the one that ran away, Cliff? There was one that did a runner.
Oh, Fulminaire. That was 100% Fulminaire. That actually had like a Trojan horse embedded in the wallet, so it'd actually drain all your other wallets on your PC at the same time.
What?
Yeah. I traced nearly $18 million that had been siphoned out of people's wallets. We actually had a word with some of the exchanges and had some of the funds actually locked and returned. So we didn't get a lot, but we did a little bit.
Do you want to grow the family? People are putting themselves up for adoption right now.
Wouldn't be the first time that's been offered.
DXB, do you have any updated information about the new Coinbase wallet that they're looking to implement? Do you have any insight on that?
No, I think it was there was the last time I actually heard about. This is the normie one, right? The one that we've been waiting for. Coinbase Summer. I mean, summer is nearly over, guys. For fuck's sake. I'll check it out, bro. Last time I checked, I think they were running some tests, but yeah, I haven't looked into it recently. But Coinbase Summer or Base Summer has been disappointed now that we've got, Tron, Justin Sun, coming out with these meme coins. So it was interesting to see today Crypto Banter just saying the next Solana is Tron. But it's easy to say that, right? Those guys just flip-flop every day, man. It's sometimes a hard listen. Yeah, it's tough to listen because you don't know what's a paid promotion,
I mean, he does disclose when it's a paid promotion, but I got into Tuka the very first day they spoke about Tuka. I got in and I've been down since.
What about the airdrop?
But Tuka made really good gains, man. I think I'm sorry, Kyle from Crypto Banter is one of the guys that made the most money in this year or a year and a half back.
All I can tell you is this: the very first time I heard about Tuka, I got in, and I'm down since. Yes, I had ups and downs. Yes, but from the day I got in, I'm down, and I'm down massively. So
no, but yeah, I'm sorry,
Archie made the biggest amount of money from his bundle courses. This year it was Archie's year. DXB agreed.
Can you?
I'm not in Archie's or Crypto Galaxy Patreon, but for a free Patreon or for a free video Crypto Banter, I think Kyle has made the most money, man. I've seen his entrance since he.
Yeah. Kyle from Crypto Banter.
Yeah, man. Kyle made a lot of money.
Yeah,
he made.
They have some good guys in there. I think. Look, Ran is just the only reason people don't like him. Sometimes I think he comes across as arrogant, and he's there's recently they did some funny stuff as well with Gummy. Yeah, Gummy was the one. Sorry, not Tuka. Gummy was the one.
Yeah,
Gummy airdrop
but Gummy and I'm sorry. Yeah, I think, for example, Rani, it's like to see a newspaper of the macroeconomy, and it's nice. It's fun to see him. Not yet to follow him, but I wouldn't follow also
Galaxy.
Yeah. No. Crypto Galaxy, I think he made a lot of money. Crypto Galaxy made a lot of money and made people a lot of money. I think he made a lot of money. And for people also, he made a lot of money. He had good calls.
Yeah.
Last year, yes.
If you are not in the Patreon, you don't know where to sell, and people don't know where to sell. But he had good calls, man.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry, but
Galaxy
he
is a
had
bad.
calls.
I don't think he's a bad crypto caller. I think he made a lot of money. Like he made good calls, but since he started making the money,
Early days, that's the problem.
yeah, like
He
when he
made
started
people a lot of
making the
money.
money,
He made
he had
people a
some
lot of
good
money
Well, he
calls.
also,
called
man.
Octaspace, for example.
He called Mintlayer.
He
He put
called,
me on Mintlayer.
yeah, he was on
Yeah,
Mintlayer, he was on
Mintlayer.
Octaspace, he was on
Early stuff.
Neon,
Yeah.
Neon
Neon.
Neon,
EM,
yeah.
Uh,
Myro,
games
Turbo,
Myro.
for a living.
Yeah. When
Myro,
Yeah,
Turbo,
the only
G5,
issue
Media, I
was
think. Yeah, why not?
after
he had
that
a lot.
Myro shit, after the whole
Yeah,
Myro stuff,
Yeah.
and obviously he came back
I
with
Now,
saw it.
X10. You
now
can't
that you
knock
are
the hustle.
talking this, I think I will buy this bundle course.
Oh, but it would be good. But it would be good to pay a lot of patrons and to compare what all YouTubers are buying. But because I think it's good to compare
No,
what
absolutely.
everybody's buying. And he
Absolutely.
had good
Absolutely.
calls. I know in his 7 steps, Crypto Galaxy 7 steps, they are good. I didn't bought it, but of watching Crypto Galaxy, it's very important to look out every exchange, every crypto is posted or reselling their token. That he it's important, some kind of stuff. He made good calls, man.
yeah.
And
100%.
Yes.
for
Yes.
example,
Tech
I bought
Chris's
Ponky.
comment.
I bought Ponky early because, for example, Ponky was in lots of exchanges listed. For example, I made a lot of money there, and I'm standing here in this 20K portfolio because of Ponky, because of Pepe. I can't believe it. And Kaspa. I can't believe it. I was handling, Arweave, Filecoin, VeChain, all kind of old stuff. I sold Arweave, I sold Render also, like here DXB, he says,
The
Man.
I don't
best,
regret it. I sold
the
it in a
best,
profit, man. But
the
all good
best
Guys,
move.
calls.
by the way, tonight we broke the record of the halving stream. What is this? 3 o'clock in the morning during the Bitcoin halving. I think we did 4 hours, right?
Yeah,
But this one
yeah.
is gonna
It was
go down
long.
as legendary. So listen, I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. But guys, just to summarize, so dump or a pump. Let's see what you guys are calling for in the next. Yeah.
Pump.
So
Yeah.
pump.
I am saying
Maybe.
that, guys. I am saying in September we will get new all-time high on Bitcoin.
And then we leave the market early.
In September.
I mean,
By the way,
I think we continue to consolidate. I mean, if I have to choose between pump and a dump, I will. If I think it's going to continue to consolidate, then I'll say dump. Yeah.
Brilliant, guys.
by the
Listen.
way, DXP. By the way,
Yeah.
the best
Rocket.
move I
Rocket.
Okay.
Up or down.
the
Well,
best
no,
move
well,
I
I
made,
need-
the best move the best move I made in crypto
Right.
was when I sold my XRP to buy Kaspa.
Oh, bro.
Oh my
No,
God, what a
no,
nice move,
no.
man.
The best move. The
What a
best
nice
move you made is
move.
you made
I got
today.
Kaspa.
You bought Icon
I bought Kaspa at 0.006.
Oh my fucking God.
Damn.
bro.
Legendary.
That, that's the
Legendary,
best
bro.
move. That's the best
Fireworks.
move I ever
Hey,
did.
I can honestly see. By the
Yeah,
way, you're
yeah.
mining USDT right now in that settings. I can.
Mhm.
Joey's like, you know what, man? Let me buy a cat with hat. Let me buy
No.
ICNX.
Oh, I say,
Guys, we should do a CTO for Iconex. We could really pump this hard.
Listen, but honestly, the best time to buy it would be around
It's a
these.
scam, man.
It's going to be our own scam. And guys, not financial advice. We're getting into this project, and we're laughing about it as well. but I think it's got legs. But anyway, God bless you guys. I think no, KFC's closed, Cliff. Don't worry about it. I'm not picking up the delivery. But listen, I'm gonna try and get a few hours of sleep, man. Pump.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good night, boys. God bless.
All right, man.
Hey, thanks everyone for joining us, man.
My God.
Yeah, see you guys.
Legends.
To the
Guys, we're
next
gonna do
time.
it again this weekend, huh?
Absolutely.
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 Guys.
Okay, now that DXP is gone.
I'm still here.
Have a good